So,
Music make you lose control.
That's a
Yeah.
fact.
Lose control. Lose control. That's a good song.
Shit, I didn't
as we
even lie.
begin, I want everyone to roll me initiative.
Oh. Ba-da-da-da.
Oh, why are they ticks now? Ah, yes, Skyrim.
Nicely done. Oh.
Oh, it's the GM.
I forgot to turn you off of GM later because I was using you for testing something.
Oh, we're on the loading screen.
Yeah. Let's see who hasn't rolled initiative. Senny.
Yeah, who? Sorry.
It's not the start of a virtual, not the start of a campaign if they don't fail the first initiative.
How do you fail an initiative?
How do you? I mean, if
crit
you get,
fail.
you can get a low initiative.
Oh, this is gonna be wonderful
What I mean is
already.
the absolute last.
He doesn't even show
Okay.
up. He's replaced quickly.
Yeah. So, first up, Lucy.
You got first again.
Why is he first?
Oh my
Why
god.
is he first?
Because
You
you
were
got
first in
18.
the session yesterday
Oh.
as well.
I was. Why? Oh
Lucy.
my god. Yes.
Lucy, you
Oh.
find yourself in a small yet bustling town.
Ah.
In front of you stands a large wooden building with a sign on the front titled the Magnus Guild. In your hand rests a flyer to said guild.
Mhm. So, where did I just found this flyer up and about, right?
You were going through your personal journeys when you found a flyer in another random town.
Well, I can make do with this as he walks over and walks into a so-called building with the flyer.
Okay. As you enter the building, you see over here a pretty young-looking woman in robes talking to a pretty tall man with black hair, talons, and wings.
Now, wait, what kind of wings?
Roll me a nature check?
Okay. Okay, what kind of wings? Ooh, okay. Well, nature checks don't really get used often.
Yeah.
That's your druid.
It's true. That's
You're not
true.
sure. They're very avian in nature, though.
Oh, can I make an insight check? Does he look like he could be my dad? Can I make an insight check?
You fallen angel piece of shit.
Does he look like he could be my dad?
Go ahead and roll it with advantage.
I have no idea what he looks like, so that would just be normal.
Just
Why
so
would
you know,
I have advantage on that?
avian
Avian
suggests,
doesn't really. It doesn't
suggests
mean
like Aarakocra.
anything.
Not really. Look at his face.
You don't understand, Lucy.
Listen, no,
I said with advantage.
I'll roll it again.
Hey, it's pretty easy to tell that you don't think your dad is an Aarakocra person.
Okay.
There would be some pretty obvious features on you if you were part Aarakocra.
I look down at my arms, looking for any feathers.
You look at your
As I-
feet and they are
God,
suddenly
stay.
talons.
Oh no.
No.
Okay. Well, after
As you
seeming disappointed at the fact that I don't have feathers and this guy does not indeed look like my dad, I walk up.
I'm sorry, but I
Okay.
can't handle the way Kermit's looking at
As
such
you,
ruffles.
as you approach, the woman over here turns to you. Oh, are you one of the new applicants for the guild?
Oh yes. I was seeming that this place would help me with travels as well as adventure. As he puts down the flyers, he smiles.
Yep, you've come to the right place. Welcome to the Magnus Guild. Over this way, as she says, leaning over the counter, pointing towards this door right here. That's the commander's office.
Oh, just speak with him and just talk to him. Yeah.
Just a quick introduction, and then after that, make your way over. And she points over here to this door. That's the waiting area.
Okay. Well, thank you, ma'am.
Waiting area and the lunchroom.
Thank you, ma'am. As he kind of like nods and like a suggestion, and he goes over to the door and kindly knocks.
Okay. As you knock, you hear a pretty gruff voice say to you, "Come on in."
Oh, okay. As he walks into the darkness. Ooh. It seems to be very dark in here for no suspicious reason. Oh, there he goes.
At the desk immediately in front of you, you see a pretty stout-looking dwarven fellow. And
I'm
you
guessing-
seem to recognize him from the flyer.
Oh. I'm guessing, sir, you're the owner of this establishment?
Yes, I am. I am Commander Leonardo. Please take a
Well,
seat.
Well, how do you do, Commander? As he sits down, places his shovel right next to him.
I'm doing fairly well. How about you?
I'm doing, frankly, as well. Just had some tea earlier before I came in to this fine establishment. I was hoping I could maybe join your guild, possibly.
What is your reason for joining the guild?
Well, I was hoping that many of I'm planning on making a lot of travels in my in any future of mine, and I was hoping that this place could get me started with that. I'm only 16, and I'm looking for that kind of lifestyle.
Starting on the life quite young, aren't you? Well, if it's travels and adventure you want, it's travels and adventure you can get here. Now, you will be paid for any and all jobs you do here. A lot of the jobs will also involve traveling to distant lands.
Ah, fascinating. As he kind of like looks around, do I see any like trinkets or anything from past adventures he might have in his room, or is it just office supplies?
He got
You
pissed.
see, yeah, no. You look at the couch off in the corner and you see, roll me a nature check.
Yeah, I'm not even quite sure what that is.
Oh no, what is that? I fear for my life already. Oh no.
So
You're rolling as the wrong
heard
character.
about these? You've heard about these before? This is a blink dog.
Oh! As he kind of looks over and he's like, I've never seen a Blinky in my day.
Get those eyes off.
As he smiles, may I pet it? Or him, or her, or them? We? As he looks like really excited.
That is Chief.
Chief?
He's, somewhat of the mascot for the guild. You watch as the blink dog named Chief looks over to you. A new recruit, eh?
Hello, sir! As he kind of like waves as he's like flabbergasted by how it can speak.
You watch as he steps off the couch, stretching as he does. I must say, it's been quite a while since we've gotten a new recruit.
as he says under his breath.
And, he walks up to you. Compared to you, he is massive.
I look up at him like with respect since he is much taller than I am. As I give like a little salute.
No need to be so formal, lad. I keep looking at your picture and I keep forgetting if it's a male or a female.
Male. You got a bow
I'm a
tie.
male, thank you.
Yeah.
He kind of like giggles and then like puts his hands to his side. So is there any requirements or any paperwork or anything to prove myself to be in the guild?
All that's required is your name, lad. Name, and if you're fine divulging any particular reasons other than just travel and adventure. However, that part is optional. We prefer to work with each other as family more than comrades.
I see. Do you have the form?
Everyone is allowed to have their secrets.
Thank you. Much appreciated, sir. Is there any paper to sign? Any like inkwell that I need to write my name?
Well, first there will be a set of missions that will be conducted within the week. Should you do well during those missions, then you will be allowed to enter the guild formally.
Ah, okay then.
It's a very low chance of anyone not being allowed in.
I would hope so.
Yeah, no, you were looking around for trinkets?
Trinkets, anything that sparks any certain, like, he's had adventures of some sorts, or anything that may look like I wouldn't know, or just anything he has.
What's your passive perception?
My passive 12.
12? Easy enough to see a good majority. You see some metals hanging on the wall, some exotic plants off in the corner. And behind the commander himself is this really ornate looking sword.
Now she's a beauty, as he points over to the sword that is behind him, radiating just awesome energy to Lucy.
Funnily enough that you say that, it does appear to be radiating some kind of energy.
Oh. Can I try to sense what kind it is?
Roll me an Arcana check with disadvantage.
Okay.
You're not quite sure what type of energy is emanating from the sword. It seems to be a bit too powerful for you to recognize.
Huh. Must be very powerful as he kind of like he looks in awe at the sword.
Well, sir, it was a hassle to get this blade.
Do tell as he kind of like puts his like elbow on the desk and puts his hand like on his like cheek. He's like ready to listen to the story.
A tale for another day, perhaps. Now,
Oh,
you can go on and head to the lunchroom and meeting room if you'd like. Some others already. What the hell are you doing?
I don't know.
Who was doing that?
Anyway.
I think the
You
only
like
person
that?
who can is Aiden.
Yeah.
Oh,
I didn't see
But,
what was happening.
I
It was
don't
like a
know.
fire effect he was putting in Commander's eye.
Oh no.
But, he looks to you and sort of gives you the gesture that you can leave now. If you head to the lunchroom, you can meet with some others who have already shown up.
Well,
Guys,
thank you, sir, for everything that this keen information. I hope I see you again. As he kind of like shifts his head as he kind of starts
He
making his
hops
way.
off he hops off his chair, and you can see now he's very short.
See, am I like a little bit taller than him?
You're like a solid foot above him.
How tall is he?
He's
like
5'3".
4'6".
I'm 5. I'm like 5'3". Okay. I try to look up at him, but it's not really working, so I have to look down at him.
Don't bother with where you're looking. I'm a dwarf. I'm quite used to the height.
I'll say. Well, handshake to, off for leaving? As he hands his hand.
He gives you an extremely firm handshake.
I am amazed on how firm his handshake is as I nod in the manner of I acknowledge your power as he starts making his way to the lunchroom.
Okay. That is the bathroom.
so I just got a notification on Twitter that said that Dingo is following me.
Dingo,
Oh.
wait, she,
Dingo.
what?
Oh.
Wait,
Congrats,
what?
Cheeky.
Dingo Doodle?
I'm not
Oh.
really sure.
Or is it Dusty the Dingo?
Maybe it's none of the above.
You gotta look. You gotta look, my dude, if it's if she's vertified.
It's them's.
Saw!
I'm
Look at you!
I'm sure how to
You got
react.
acknowledged! You
I
got
don't even-
acknowledged!
I don't even post stuff on Twitter.
It is unknown how it happened.
She knows. She knows.
Sweating, dude.
She
I'm sweating.
knows. She knows, dude. Play cool, play cool,
Yeah.
play cool.
Oh man.
Just be like, I love episode 15. And then just leave it.
Yeah, Sip's dead. Sip's dying was pretty cool.
Dude,
Sip's
spoilers!
dying was pretty cool.
I'm not up to that part yet. I've been too busy sleeping.
Oops.
Lucy.
Oops.
Lucy, as
Yeah.
you enter the what you can assume to be the meeting and dining room, you see over here at the table are three figures: a tiefling man in a black coat, a small, what looks to be wood elf girl in a blue cloak, and a tanned black-haired human woman.
Huh. Hello there. As he kind of like puts his shovel to his side and waves to the fellow adventurers on the table.
You watch as the elf girl looks over to you. Oh, hi.
Hi. May I sit? May make my way over here. As he
Yeah,
sits
go ahead.
down. So, what brings you guys here?
Well, adventure, traveling. You watch as the tiefling man looks over to you. Home.
Me too. As he kind of like he kind of like there's a little bit of silence. He kind of like nods. as he smiles again and looks at the at this fine girl over here. Oh, hello. As he kind of waves.
You watch as she gives you like a cursory glance and then sort of brings her attention back over this way in front of a plate of food.
Acknowledged. Good to know. Oh, I should start with names. Hi, I'm Lucy. Lucy Feathermere, as you might, as you can call me, but I'd rather go with Lucy.
You watch as the elf girl gives you a wide smile. My name's Natalia.
Hi, Natalia. I look over at the tiefling, and you?
Name's Morius.
Huh. Hi, hello, Morius. Personally, I look over at the girl again, and I'm like, did I whisper to them, like, side whisper, hey, do you guys know her name?
No. Doesn't really want to tell us.
Mysterious. As he kind of like squints and sits back in his seat. Huh. Well, as for Natalia here as well, I'm also looking for adventure and maybe destiny. Whatever's out there, whatever comes first, whatever comes last for me. As he kind of smiles and fixes his bow tie.
Okay. As you're having a conversation with them,
Yeah.
Truffles.
Yo.
Look at the boy. He come.
Truffles, you wander your way into town with this pretty weird looking flyer in your hand. It promises adventure, glory, travel.
Yes.
And gives you directions through the town to the Magnus Guild, as it's called. Eventually you find your way up there. Your keen sense of direction also informs you that there is a tavern nearby.
Gonna check that one out later.
Okay, so you make your way inside?
Yeah, guild first, tavern later.
Okay. Okay. as you enter, you see a blonde-haired figure enter through this door over here, and the the woman with long blonde hair turns her attention to you. Oh, another adventure.
He's gonna be saying that a lot.
My. That is the goal.
Well, if you're looking to be a new recruit, the commander's room is over this way. Go and say hello to him, and then make your way to the meeting and run lunchroom down this way.
Thank you. There's no grid on. I was trying to use the arrows. It didn't work.
Yeah.
I chuck a wink at her as I'm walking.
You watch as the what you can assume to be some kind of Eric Cochran man gives you a glare.
I give him a smirk.
It's your passive perception.
Let's have a look-see, Lou, because even though I replaced the batteries in my mouse, it decided to die again.
Just pulls out a gun.
12. Got the highest.
You don't hear anything.
I'm guessing there's probably a wedding ring on.
Roll me a perception check.
Where's my perception at? There it is. Now we all know I've always been terrible across games with perception.
You do see what looks to be a glimpse of a wedding ring on the woman's finger.
Well, that might have been a mistake.
So anyways, do you make your way over to the commander's room?
Yeah. Sorry.
Okay.
Do fucking. God damn. Trying to resurrect the mouse again.
Let's go ahead and move you over.
Yep, that works. I knock on the door.
Hear the gruff voice say, "Come in."
Oh, why, hello.
Hello there. Must be another one looking to join the guild. It's the 5th one today.
The 5th, eh?
Yep.
Hey, pun?
He said, "Yep."
Seems
Go
like
on,
this
take a
little
seat.
guild has quite the, reputation.
Well, we do a lot of jobs here in the Magnus Guild. At this point, I should probably set to show. Show to players. There we go.
Huh. Look at him. Look at his armor.
Now then, who are you and why are you joining the Magnus Guild?
The name be Truffles. And,
Truffles.
Yes, Truffles.
Righty then.
But you see, from a town over, so I heard the tales of this place. I've always quite enjoyed the tale or two from adventurers. Thought I might give it a shot myself.
So, you're a bard, is that it?
Gestures to cello. Keen eye, I see. That seemed like an insult. It was not supposed to be.
He understands what you mean. Well, with all that out of the way, it's nice to meet you, Truffles. I am Commander Leonardo.
It's a pleasure to meet you. May I ask one thing? Make it two, actually. Does he say yes or no?
Yes, what is it?
First of all, I'd like to hear the tale of that sword behind you, at some point if I'm allowed. Second of all, is there any bias towards certain class and race here?
No, there's no bias. Hell, we have a few odd ones in terms of old members as well.
Good to know. Early just noticed his dog on the couch. I appear to have lied. I have a third one. The creature on the couch.
He sees your gaze pointed towards Chief. Oh, that is Chief. He's the mascot and advisor to the commander over here.
Oh my.
Honestly, with how much I'm walking, I should just stay here over in this chair.
Yes. Do you
And
mind
Truffles,
a pat?
you see that he's a big boy. If he were to just sit back, you think he might be as tall as you?
Oof. Yeah, I asked him if he minds a pat.
No, I don't mind.
Yeah. Good pat.
I must say, we've gotten quite a few strange ones today, Leonardo. Well,
Slight look of
pleasure to
concern
meet you,
comes across.
Truffles.
Pleasure to meet you both as well.
If you make your way down to the meeting room, you'll find some of the others who have applied for today.
I take it that's where I saw the other one just enter?
You mean Lucy?
I see.
Well, make yourself comfortable here in the guild. There will be a set of jobs to complete sometime during the week. There we will test if you are truly capable of being a member of the guild.
I see.
Although there's more to joining the guild than just combat, so your chances of joining are very high.
I look forward to being able to become part of this guild. Just make my way out. Also, I'm
Okay.
so worried this boy did something now.
Oh no.
This boy, who do you mean?
This one. I'm concerned he did something.
Which
Who
one?
knows?
You just like, yeah, you don't hear it. It's like,
I mean, you get the feeling that he might have insulted you behind your back.
Nah. Talk all they want.
Because as you walk out, you see the woman scolding him.
Yes!
And as you make your way inside, see the table full of people.
And that's how you do rock, paper, and shears. Or, not paper, sorry, parchment.
Boulder parchment shears.
No, yeah, boulder parchment shears, yeah. You see, okay, listen. Parchment is weak to shears, and boulder is stronger than shears. You guys see what I'm talking about right now? And she kind of like smiles.
The wall.
As you're giving your explanation of boulder parchment shears, you see this really tall and lanky looking pale man with black hair stroll up.
Oh, hello, sir. As he kind of like waves over
I take
to
it
this
you must be
lanky looking.
Lucy.
Oh, how do you know my name? I look around. Who told you? Are you magic? Do you know my future? As he kind of like looks up and leans against the table.
Yes, I'm magic. No, I do not know your future.
He kind of looks disappointed at the second part, but just kind of smiles. Huh. Well, nice to meet you. As he kind of like puts his hand out.
Truffles.
Truffles? That's your name?
Yes.
You can see that he's like trying not to laugh because childish behavior as he kind of like waits for you to shake his hand.
Kind of like after already sitting down, and like the hand is, so I kind of like reach across the table to shake.
After like a minute of waiting for you to sit down, you guys do you shake his hand?
Oh yeah, I shook his hand, yeah.
Oh, okay.
I don't know
So
if I cut out for that part.
he sits back down and he's like, he smiles. He smiles and he's like, so, introduce yourself to the table. Sorry, I talk a lot, do I? I'm really sorry, as he kind of like looks over to the others. What are their reactions?
They look a bit exasperated, but they're smiling.
Well, I'm sure if you all just heard, I'm Truffles. Would any of you care to do me the pleasure of learning yours?
You watch as the tiefling man turns his attention to you. I'm Morius. The elf girl looks over to you. I'm Natalia. And Morris kind of points his thumb towards the tan woman. That's mystery, bitch.
I see.
Yeah, we don't talk about her as I whisper. We don't talk about her.
You are mystery.
And as you all make yourselves acquainted, Remiel.
I'm here.
I feel like Truffles would not play fucking boulder parchment shears.
Remiel.
Jenny, what did you say? Oh my god. Hi.
As you're
Bow.
you managed to find your way into the town specified on this flyer that you found just sort of while wandering the road.
I assume I'd be walking hands behind the back of my head as it just flies into my face.
Yeah, probably.
And now I'm going to accost them
Flew
for
off
littering.
like a cart that was going in the opposite direction.
I squint.
Yeah, no. That would have happened a week ago at most.
I found it in my shorts like a week later. Just want to check this place out.
Yeah.
Yeah, he'd head to the so-called guild of adventurers.
Yeah. And eventually you make your way there. you're really unfamiliar to towns as you travel a lot. This
It's too
one,
foreign.
although it seems small, is packed to the brim with life. There seems to be a shopping alley, tavern, and eventually you make your way over to the guild.
Is it bigger or smaller than most of the buildings? Like, is it a prominent feature that it seems to be like in this place, or?
It's a 2-storied building, which is 1 story higher than most of the buildings, but there are a few other 2-story buildings.
Okay. Does the outside look bustling at all? Like, does this look like a place of interest for people to like look at? Are there any kids out the front that are like, I'm gonna be an adventurer when I grow up? Oh boy!
You can see that some passing people do have like high praise for the so-called Commander Leonardo.
So I have his name.
Yeah.
Strokes beard, Strokes beard. I walk in the door. I'm going in the door, double door open, cowboy style.
Okay, you bam open the door. And you see this long brown-haired woman in robes scolding this winged man over here.
What time of day is it? Early enough?
It's around noon.
I'll waltz my way over with a very cheerful grin on my face and lean on the counter, waiting for them to stop their scoldage.
You watch as the woman turns her direction to you. Hi, there just seems to be no end to adventurers coming to join today.
Oh, I'm not the only one?
No, we've had 5 others so far.
5? In one day?
Yeah.
Huh. Well, what do you know?
Well, the commander's room is over this way. The meeting room after meeting with the commander is down this way.
I'll stand up, kind of brushing my probably still a little dirty clothes down. Thank you, very much, miss.
No problem.
He like leans forward and like rolls his hand, like, miss.
Oh, my name is Amari.
Amari, it is a pleasure to meet you. And who is your, tall, dark, and handsome friend?
Oh, this is my husband, Draxus.
Oh, shoot. Beat us to the punch, I see.
Oh no.
Poor
Draxus.
Draxus.
You watch as this man just pinches the bridge of his nose.
He'll tap the table like twice. Kind of start walking away towards Leonardo's office. And you two, lovebirds, have a wonderful day.
We will, thank you.
If people
I
didn't
shoot
stop
him a
hitting
wink.
on his wife.
That's 2 people in a row now who've hit on his wife.
I mean,
she's the
I
receptionist.
hit on both of them, kinda. I called him handsome.
Yeah, kinda.
I didn't
fair
call her
enough.
beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh my
insinuate it.
god.
I'm going
He's
to.
having the worst day of his life.
I'm gonna knock twice, but open the door anyway.
You watch as the dwarven commander is sort of nose deep in a book writing down as you come in. He's about to say come on in, but looks a bit surprised that you're already in.
Leonardo, old friend, how are you?
He's a bit bewildered at that statement. Hello? Are you here to join the guild?
I walk up and sit down on the chair, like, cross-legged. It's like, yes, if you have me.
As you
I
walk
just
up, you see
glare
something
at the
very...
dog.
Yeah, no, you see something very familiar to you. A pretty large blink dog.
Is he my competition?
What? What? No, he's, You watch as the blink dog turns its face to you. I am Chief.
Is it common for a blink dog to talk?
No, no it isn't. And yet here I am. And you... You're quite interesting.
He still has his, like, grin, but his eyes look very nervous as a blink dog is talking.
Well, Leonardo,
Why?
you know the drill.
A story for another time. What do I need to do? I stand up and put my hands on the table.
Well, first of all, calm down.
Surely enthusiasm's good in an adventurer.
It is. But, for now, all I need to know is your name, why you're here, and if comfortable sharing any secrets.
Well, I know I did just call you old friend a moment ago, but secrets are perhaps a little too friendly. For now, my name is Ramiel. And I don't know, just put anything: personal gain, boredom, just fill in the blanks.
Alright. As you already know, my name is Leonardo. I am the commander of this guild. And, this is Chief, the mascot of the guild, and my advisor. Now, if you would make your way to the room across from here, there's the meeting room where you can meet the other new recruits.
Yes, the other 5 who came here today. Of all days.
We have a lot of members coming in across the week. Usually we don't have so many coming in on one day, though. It's rather odd.
Then I smell some sort of destiny awaiting us. As you were then, Leonardo. Stand up and...
Nice to meet you, Remiel.
You too.
And as you're leaving, the blink dog looks over to you and says, On the day that you become a member of the guild, I'd like to have a word with you.
I'm not a member already?
No.
Oh,
And you watch as
jeez.
Leonardo smacks his head. I forgot that detail. We will be having a set of trial jobs in a few days.
Stuff like what, rescuing kittens from trees, or bludgeoning kobolds?
You watch as he gives a half-hearted laugh. Funnily enough, the subjugation of a few kobolds is one of them.
He smiles a lot wider. Wonderful. They are fun, they're very small.
Uh-oh.
Regardless, we'll be having those trial jobs in a few days. Make yourself acquainted with the other new recruits.
Brilliant, brilliant. Glare at the blink dog as they leave.
Watch as he
Funny,
gives
have
you a
blink
squint.
dogs.
Do 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 do.
God, hair reception.
It is so big. Why is it so huge?
What is?
The carpet.
The cup, yeah. I test the acoustics in the
To
middle
run
area.
all the way there.
How good are the acoustics?
run.
It's very empty.
Anyway.
You get the feeling that there could be more stuff that could be added with contribution from all the guild members.
Statues of great beasts all into these holes.
Glory.
I forgot to mention this. As you were leaving, you did see all the things I had mentioned to Senny, the metals, the exotic plants, and the glowing sword. Well,
He's already claimed it.
you've already claimed the sword?
I claimed eternal dibs.
Damn.
In front of no one.
Oh.
Just
I
claim
can't
it
even
all.
use it. It's a long sword. I will fling open the door.
As you
So
do
that's
so,
what
I'll
I
use my
said.
foot to slide out this chair. Kind of give the kid another look of, yes, I'm magical.
So that's when I was like, why do you have to put like the X like right above my circle? Tic-tac-toe doesn't make any sense.
Like,
Also,
hello.
he looks over at the flinged door, and I know what you're thinking. This man has yellow hair and is blonde. Now, let me ask the question. Is he my dad?
Are you my father?
An insight check, I guess?
Yes.
You sound like 1-1 from Mystery Train. I mean, Infinity Train, sorry.
Our inspirations come from mysterious places.
They do. They do. Insight with... I'm just gonna roll insight, man.
Just normal insight. Oh.
Well, Cheeky's your ad.
Yes, this is totally your dad.
I jump up as I start running over to him as I give him the biggest hug that has ever been seen in this dang room. As I look
He just like
Someone.
has his arms up, like just up as you're hugging him, just looking at everyone
Hostage
else.
situation.
He doesn't look too perturbed by it. He's got like a weird, he's got a smile on his face still, but he's just like looking around kind of confused. I'm not interrupting anything, am I? This is rather curious.
I knew it! He looks up
You
as he's
two know
crying
each
a little
other?
bit.
I don't know. I know him as the boy who likes to hug me. That's... Are you okay, little man?
I kind of look up as I put my shovel aside, and he's like, I've been kind of looking for you everywhere, and I haven't been able to find you, and I finally come here.
Lucy, as you are now hugging this man you assume to be your father, you give a good once over, and you can tell that they look to be incredibly young, a bit too young to be a father.
As I notice, I kind of wipe my tears as I stand back, and I'm like, oh shit, sorry.
No. I squat down a little and I kind of grab at your collar a little, not too firm. Like, what do you know about me, kid?
I thought that I knew, but I don't really know now
what
that
do
I'm
you
looking
think
at
you know?
Listen, I have a question.
Okay.
You look a lot like me. You have the blonde hair and you look very, very different, but and my mom has the blonder side of the family, but are you my dad?
He squints.
You're not my dad.
I don't know, who's your mother?
Lexi Feathermere, as he like looks down. Yeah.
Stand up and then add like a loud ha as I pat you on the head. Never heard of her, kid. I mean, have I?
As I
Would I have ever
feel
heard of her?
deflated. It's just sad.
You would have never heard of this person.
I mean, it's a small world.
But
No,
hey,
it's
how
just
about
blonde
this, little
hair and-
man? How about I help you find him?
I have no idea who you are. Let's do it. As he gives a high five.
Well, yes, but you did also just hug me, so...
Well, I'm going with it right now. As he points to his hand in the air.
I technically know more about you than anybody in this place right now. As he high-fives
Oh,
you.
really? I point over and I point over at the other guy. And I'm like, well, he knew my name. He didn't even have to have any interactions with me. I'm pretty sure he's magic, and he knows my future. As I whisper to him.
A man like that, of course he's magic. Look at him.
Slight level of curiosity / insult, but
I kind of look over and I'm like, I'm pretty sure he can tell fortunes. As I walk back to my
Can he
seat.
now?
I walk back.
how loud did you say that? Was like a whisper in the ear? Was that a...
It was kind of like a loud stage whisper.
It was loud enough for
But
you
you
to
can
hear.
probably-
I definitely look at you.
Yeah.
Let me guess, you wish to know your fortune.
Of course, but maybe not now. I feel a large sense of destiny. I think other people are going to be walking through that door any second.
Wait, you can tell futures too. I look over at blonde
You
boy
watch as,
over here.
You watch as Morius and Natalia give you their names as well.
Wait, why am I sitting next to you two? I move around. Hello there.
Oh wow, I see then.
Who are you giving that hello there to?
Green hair.
The green hair?
Yeah, This
Okay.
is the closest one. So.
Yeah, she gives you her name. I'm Natalia. Watches the tiefling man looks over at you. His name's Morius. You watch as he starts to introduce the tanned woman before she cuts him off. My name is Kalani.
I see.
My god, the bitch, she speaks!
You shall not insult a face so pretty.
Look a little bit perturbed. Like, why would you call her that? That is.
I thought her mouth was glued shut.
Interaction with the rest of us.
I
Oh
don't know,
my
maybe
God,
she's
the
just
bitch,
dark
she
and
speaks.
mysterious.
I thought she had her mouth glued shut.
Not everyone's as talkative as the rest of you. I like, lean back and put my feet up on the table.
You watch as Kalani makes her way over to here. So who are you?
Nobody's sitting on my side. So sad.
Please, I sit at the head of the table. Pull a Yodel level power move.
Don't worry, Sing, I'll sit next to you at some point.
Oh.
Well, Anor, I am Ramiel. Are you all from around here?
Magnil, huh? What was that?
Are you all from around here? This town, this place? Is this your home?
From this town? No, I don't think any of us are.
Well. Looks like we'll have to explore this place together then.
You watch as Natalia looks to you. Are you an elf like me?
I don't know, don't know what kind of elf you are.
Oh, wood elf.
Now do you know what kind of elf I am?
You look like either a wood elf or a high elf.
I'm not even sure if my dude would know what kind of elf he is.
I mean, you'd know where your home is.
Which is the Feywild, right?
Yeah.
I'll kind of squint a little as I look up. Either of those from the Feywild?
Feywild. Oh! You watch as she, kind of moves her over here a bit, kind of giving you some space. I'm sorry, I didn't know.
Sit up a bit. Is that bad? Hang on. Are we the bad guys?
No, it's not bad. It's not bad. It's just people from the Feywild don't usually visit the material plane.
Well, maybe I am a special cookie.
Maybe. And, as this is happening, Vexus.
Okay, now I got to figure out what else.
You eventually make your way. You eventually make your way to the guild space, flyer in hand, with the promise of adventure, travels, money, glory, whatever you can think of. And as you're walking through town, the people do seem to be giving you some space, a lot of space, a real lot of space.
Okay. This is not what I was hoping for. He says with his arms at his side as he walks towards where the flyer suggests
So
he
he
go.
doesn't do the sleeve tuck.
No, he doesn't.
Damn.
Not often.
Just nun style walking through.
Well, if
Someone get the
this is
microwave.
how
What the
it
heck?
will be, I guess. So be it.
Okay. Do you make your way inside?
He looks at the flyer, looks at the building, and seeing it's the right one, he will slowly push the doors open and walk
Okay.
inside.
Make your way inside, and I should describe the general room layout. It's a pretty empty area. It's a large royal blue carpet in the center, and you can see a couch over here.
No, it's only long in the back, thank you.
And as you make your way inside, you see the brown-haired woman look over to you. Oh, hello there.
He doesn't say anything, just holds up the flyer.
Oh, the room over here is the commander's room. And down that way is the meeting room to meet with everyone else.
Right. What's down there? Down at the end of the hall.
Oh, those are the sleeping quarters.
Thank you. He'll nod to her and just slowly begin to make his way there. To save time. He'll knock slowly 3 times.
Come in. As you make your way in, you see the stout dwarf man and And from your studies, you know that this is a blink dog, but you never really thought you'd see one outside the Feywild.
Huh. Fascinating. He walks over and he goes to pet it.
You watch as he's a bit apprehensive about it. You smell off.
Rightfully so. And he reaches the hand out to pet it.
Roll me a dexterity check.
So you're gonna try and bite rotten flesh?
No, he's trying to avoid you.
Ow. Sasha, stop.
The dog no pat.
Oh.
Yeah, you watch as you go to reach, he just sort of jumps off the chair instinctively over here. Go ahead, take a seat.
He'll walk over, put the flyer down, and seat. Resting his hands in his lap.
I must say, in all my days, I never thought that there would be an undead joining the ranks of the guild.
The first, this one. Probably won't be
was
the
it,
last
Aiden?
either. You weren't the first I've heard this from. Probably won't be the last either.
Well, regardless, I am Captain Leonardo. Commander Leonardo.
Vexus. Vexus Terran.
Nice to meet you, Vexus. Tell me, why do you want to join the guild?
This is a multi-purpose guild, right?
Yes, it is.
Does that include... How do you say it? Fixing the dead? Or those that deserve it?
Did you say fixing the dead?
Yes.
I mean, if we have someone on hand who can do that kind of job, then yes.
You will, like... I don't know how to say it. He'll cast Chill Touch on his hand, so it like, goes skeletal. I can do that.
Well, regardless of what your skills are right now, go ahead and meet with everyone else. In a few days, there will be a set of jobs, and through your performance in those, we'll see if you're ready to join the guild.
He'll nod. Alright, so just to the waiting room.
Yes, should be right across the hall from here.
He'll like look over his shoulder at the dog once more with an almost sad expression and continue on. And again, he'll walk slowly there. But just time.
After a solid 10 minutes of slow walking.
In that case, he'd probably be about here.
Jesus Christ. Eventually, make your way inside.
He'll push the door open.
So, this is why I'm saying Checkers is an underrated game.
This is too loud already. And he'll like turn around to go walk out. but
Should I kinda,
turned
like,
back,
look
remembering
over?
that the guy wanted him to come here.
I look over instinctually. Oh! Hello? You okay? You look a little bit limp and frail.
He looks at his own hands.
Not alive.
I know it's
Frail.
not for me to judge, but you're looking quite.
I slightly, like, shift my hand to my shovel instinctually.
I've heard
And I
many,
lose
but I
my
haven't
grip.
really heard frail.
Aha!
He has like this slight scent of unlife that just emanates off of him.
You know, the smell of rotting corpse in the morning.
Aha! Would I know? Would I sense?
It's hard not to know.
Boy of
Draco. Draco, no, would I
Jen.
know?
You would know.
Ah! I slowly just put it away as I like usher a seat. I like push out a seat for him and I sit back in my chair.
What?
Ready shovel with
join
malicious
us.
intent.
Join us! We're just waiting and talking
That one?
and
That one?
yeah, this one. Yeah.
Ready's bonk with malicious intent.
Have you tried using fragrances? Perfumes, perhaps?
That. No, I haven't tried. I haven't bothered. People usually just guess by my skin.
Fucking straight up gives me spritz.
He just like
Seems that
he lets out this
freaking
dry cough.
liver and turns undead.
Oh,
Lucy just slowly glances.
thank you.
He's
You
never
probably
been
get
this
smell of
quiet
lavender and
until
sweet
now.
grass.
He's never been quiet until now.
What is it you're planning there, kiddo?
No,
me?
it's just I.
Yeah, which one?
Which one?
He looks to Lucy and looks back and looks at himself, back to Lucy and up to you.
I look
Or
back
I
at him.
suppose.
Look back at me. Look back at him. Which one are you talking to? Because I'm pretty sure we're the same height. I think. Hold on. He
Nexus
gets
is
up.
like a couple inches short, like
Yeah.
a couple inches taller than you.
I pinched the ridge of my nose.
I look up as I
No,
try
you're
to compare
taller.
height.
This
Not out of disgust, just like out of, oh my god.
this
child
guild
children.
seems to have no problem with hiring children. It seems it's very curious.
Aha!
To be fair, I didn't give him too much of a choice. I just asked to join. He said yes. So,
I mean, I too wish to be an adventurer at that age.
It's like a fresh new start, you know? It's like
yeah, I guess.
A fresh
That's
new
one way to
start. How old are you two?
16
put
as
it.
I raise my hand.
He just like rustles his fingers underneath the table. What are all of your names? My name is Vexus. Just
That
avoids the
Why?
name.
matches the look.
What a wise and
Is it
fitting name. No, it's perfectly fine.
What are you?
I've actually been asked a lot of things regarding that, but never that directly.
Well, it's the mask. Is that real?
Oh.
He points like at the side of his
He
face.
covers the mask.
It's a little ominous.
It is quite ornate.
It is his voice
clear.
like speaks up. It is better than what is underneath. I promise you that. It is
Were you
not.
forced?
It is not me.
Were you forced to pick that mask? It's quite scary and ominous and
I apologize.
dark.
If I learn magic to change it, I will change it.
As you guys are talking and giving out your names, you're bursting through the door. Made it.
Now,
There
I
was a
know what you're
time limit?
thinking.
Yeah, it's like I'm like, to what?
I know what you're thinking. He's got white hair.
I know what you're thinking.
He's a
White
older
hair,
than you male.
young, older than me. Does he look to be my dad?
It's pretty obvious to tell that he looks incredibly young. He looks
He kinda
Oh,
about as
like-
old as you, Lucy.
He gives like a deflated sigh again, as he just slumps in his seat again.
Made it. Whew.
You okay?
Takes a seat right here.
If there's like
That's just
cups
away
of
from
water
him.
or whatever on the table, I slide one across to him.
He's like
His
right
husband
next to you.
Thank you. He starts gulping down the water, chugging it.
Did you just run in here, or are you a good actor? Because if so, please teach me your acting skills.
No, I just ran in from across town.
His eyes go wide at him. Or eye, I guess. I guess you guys can't really see his other eye.
You know, pretty sure
You
some of
watch
us
as the,
have traveled cross country
you
for
watch it.
this.
You watch as the tiefling turns over to him. Late for what? Isn't the guild auditions today?
Yeah.
Have you spoke to
Uh,
the guild master?
Yeah, he said something about a few jobs and that I should meet everyone here.
Now then, yes.
Watches
yeah,
the-
you're on time.
you watch as the woman named Kalani turns to him. Yeah, the jobs are in a few.
A few days?
That's a lot of
You watch as
days.
his hands just go, like his elbows go on the table and his face goes in his hands. That's too
and then
long.
I just kind of move my chair away. As I look over, I'm like, yeah, it's too long.
Seeing that he
You
moves
watching the,
over.
You watch as the like in terms of mannerisms and personality, he's very much like a kid. He looks around 16, wearing this really shoddily made green armor. He just slams his head against the table. Few days.
You weren't wrong about the kids there, blood boy.
Yeah, I didn't think there would be so many. There are more of me as he smiles and claps.
I don't know, if you're 16, you're not too much younger than me, but I'm not waiting around a few days to go do things. I stand
Tell you
up.
what, I passed a tavern on my way here. You want to go?
Hell yes.
Fucking
Wait.
cello.
Wait. If you know, if you don't mind, I'd also like to go. For very obvious reasons.
Fair enough.
He like stands up and just follows.
he just looks back,
Do as
kinda
you please, I'm
looks-
not your parent.
kind of goes over, and he kind of whispers, "I know what you are," as he runs over.
Wait, what? I didn't catch that.
I know what you are, and then run.
Oh.
As he walks over.
Okay. Most people do. I'm dead. Isn't
You watch as he
He is very
just
far
from seeing his
away.
skin.
you watch as the kid brings his head up. Well, regardless of time, I'm Siegfried.
Oh,
Hello.
that's a nice name. Vexus.
It's a nice name.
It was nice meeting you. As I just then opened the door. And
I walk with him.
I'm dead. I pat both Natalia and Kalani on the shoulders as I give them both a very big smile. And
You're
you
very
two
small.
ladies
Do you
have
need help,
a
sir?
great day.
You pat the shoulder of Natalia, who looks to be like 14,
They're 14.
but they're an
Alright,
elf, so they could be anything.
That is true.
I'll like walk around Lucy if possible.
Alexis,
yeah. I was gonna
I
head
need
over
you to make
the
me that perception check.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes.
Do you just have a gun pointed at your head?
Oh,
Lower than my passive for a second time.
Do.
Yeah, you don't notice anything.
You know, I'm gonna go over to the reception chick though to just say I'm planning on heading out to the bar
oof.
or the tavern or whatever if the guildmaster wonders where we've wandered off to. He did say a couple
Yeah.
of days, did he not?
Oh, yes, he did. If you're dissatisfied with the time you have to wait, we could perhaps try to get working on the jobs, later.
And I'm
Oh no,
coming
that's
with.
fine. I'll
As
be
he
back
raises
by
his
tomorrow.
hand and waves. He waves.
I look
Okay.
back to see
Remiel,
who
are you
else
following
followed.
them?
No, I'm walking right up to the Leonardo's office.
Hmm.
I'll wait a moment for the. I don't know if I actually grabbed a character's name.
Do a double
Fine.
knock and a open
Uh,
the classic. Rat-a-tat-tat opens door.
Let me go ahead and show you guys. See.
Kind of like put out my shovel if he
I
needs to
would
grab it to
hesitate.
get like faster.
Oh.
No, he's not getting any faster. That's just me moving the
I
token so that you
know.
guys aren't waiting so long. He'll move up to Lucy. I don't think I got
Wait.
your name. And he'll hold out a hand.
I'm Lucy. As he like, he feels like he almost has to put his hand out because he's so polite,
Just two
but he
fingers.
does it anyway. I mean, he smiles. Lucy,
Vexus
Lucy
gives him
Featherman.
like a smile that he seems to be trying.
So as you three head out,
Oh, I'm giving a second to wait for Blood Boy.
Yeah, I thought we were all waiting. That's what we were all doing.
I mean, he is the one I
Um,
invited.
Remiel,
Oh, I just went with.
Remiel.
Yep.
As you enter Leonardo's office, he turns his attention to you. Oh, Remiel, what is it you need, lad?
Leonardo, you sly... I stare at the blink dog and then
You son of a
back at
bitch.
him. Dwarf. We've just been told it's a few days before we get to do something.
Yes, well, we're waiting on our intel about where our targets are.
Walk up and put my foot on the chair. Now look, we're incredibly bored over there. Surely there's something we can do.
Oh, there's the tavern, or if we're lucky, my intel gatherer could be back in a matter of hours. Regardless, the earliest we would be setting off on the jobs is tomorrow.
He slouches completely, letting out a deep groaning sigh. Well, we are going to the tavern, I suppose. What's happening there? Is that just a suggestion that we get drunk until tomorrow?
Well, there's also quite a bit to do about the city. There's the local church if you're interested. There's the bazaar. Over at the tavern you can get drunk or enjoy the entertainment that happens there.
Oh my.
Not that kind of entertainment, lad.
Oh my.
I've been to some weird places. There's a lot of entertaining things in the world. A lot.
Remiel, as you're having this conversation, everyone else, while you're waiting for Remiel, you see the woman Kalani start trying to tiptoe her way towards the commander's room. She trips at the edge of the rug and slams into the wall.
A slight snicker comes across, and I'm like, oh no.
Do I
Are you
hear the
okay
slam?
Yes, it is very hard to not hear the slam.
Do you need assistance? Are you hurt?
I'm fine.
Are you sure, Mom?
You watch as she gets very red in the face and storms off.
Okay, well, bye. I guess.
I wave as she passes.
Hi. Right. Oh.
If I could not put her on the map there.
Well, that couldn't be any better.
He his hand is half outstretched, and it just slowly lowers. Oh, okay.
So how old again were you, kid? Directed at... fuck, I need to look at... I can't see the names and players, so I can't just look at that to cheat.
Vexus.
Yeah.
Yeah, Vexus.
Oh, Vexus and Lucy.
It's directed at Vexus.
He gestures to him. Keep in mind, I'm dead. I've
Yes,
been
that's
dead
why I asked for an age.
for how long has it been? 39 years, I think.
39. Oh, wow, that's interesting. As I pull out my sword and I start not my sword, my shovel, as I start cleaning it a little bit. As I put it
Put
back.
my hand on Lucifer's shoulder.
He looks at Lucy. That's a very shiny shovel.
I don't think burying them will do much.
Yes, it would be a shame for it to get dirty.
I really don't
really
like putting it in the dirt.
So, wait, what? Isn't that what you do with shovels?
That's exactly what we do with shovels. I just hate getting it dirty. As I'm rubbing the rag a little bit faster.
He
It's like
shakes
coming
his
through
head
the
like,
rag.
what? He shakes his head in confusion like, what?
You can see that he is heavily impulsed. He is very heavily impulsed to clean that shovel.
Yeah, no, Remiel. What are you doing?
You just had a bang. Or a
Yep.
dodge or whatever.
Bang.
Cheeky is not here.
Oh, is Cheeky dead?
Oh, there he
Everybody,
is.
do the dance of Italy.
No, don't dance! He
Oh,
kind of just has a weird look on his face as he hears the bang and then, Lucy talking to someone outside. Well,
everybody.
so, wait at the tavern for better news, I suppose?
Aye.
Fine.
Again. Sorry to disappoint you, lad, but that's what I told you when we got here.
I didn't want to believe it.
I thought you jest.
I
Surely
thought you were
lie.
joking.
Just sighs as he looks
surely
towards
fair,
the
you
door
jest.
and then back at him. Like he kind of just like looks above him at the sword. He's like, can I have that?
Right, can I have that?
No.
You never know if you don't ask.
Regardless, even if I gave you the sword, I doubt you can use it.
Oh, come now.
Let's see.
You watch as he takes the sword and its scabbard off the wall. I guess you can try.
Ooh. I lean over, like wiggling my fingers.
He hands the sword to you, still in its scabbard by the hilt.
I attempt to draw it.
Okay. Roll me. Actually, no. Don't even roll me because it is not opening.
Oh,
It is
man.
not coming out.
What if I think about friendship?
What if I think about friendship?
Friendship and light.
Are they genuine thoughts of friendship?
No.
He doesn't have any.
No.
Oh.
Yeah, it's not
He
opening.
has no memories to call upon.
He thinks the word friendship.
Huh.
Friendship.
Friendship.
Curious.
Friendship.
Very, very curious.
I'm gonna have to go eat.
That sword there's a bit picky about who gets to wield it.
I lean over to it a bit closer. Like, trust me, one day you'll love me. It's like patterns like the end of the sword.
The
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
pat the pommel.
Is there a way for me to just show you guys the image of the sword?
If you put all the text in the GM notes, it'll hide it from us.
Yeah, I'll have to do that.
This is kind of proving my headcanon.
Wow, what? What's your head? Get out of here!
It's kind of proving my headcanon.
Excuse me?
Someone in a different campaign. I mean, it's kind of proving my headcanon.
What?
Just from that one statement, from that one
Should be in
paragraph
the-
of the text.
Should be under items and handouts and under magic items.
Oh, yeah.
Traffic.
Driving. Oh, dude.
What an emerald handle.
A water. It's probably
Oh.
not. It's probably jade.
Ah, jade.
Yeah.
Or emerald. Who the fuck do I know?
It does look a little more jade. Then again, all anime swords look paint.
Yeah, they're very pastel-y. Well, time for a drink.
I'll see you later, lad.
Toodaloo. Boot. Do.
Heavily still cleaning shovel.
I think you left a bit of an impression on Miss Killane back there.
He gives you like a well duh look.
Yeah, she almost seemed like she wanted to hit her head for some reason. And she's like, oh, finally! As he looks and it's like spotless as he puts it back in his.
This well duh look turns to a lot of confusion as you see she wanted to hit her head. Not that bad, am
I
I?
just walk out the fucking door.
Okay.
I happily walk out.
As you guys make your way out the door, you see just sort of hurrying past you guys a bit is a man in a gray cloak with blonde hair.
I know what you're thinking. I know what
He
you're
looks
thinking.
very human.
Well, I mean, my mother was an ASMR, you know. Who really knows? So, May I roll insight?
You don't even have to. You can tell he's not your dad.
I give another disappointed sigh.
You watch as
Little
he's
thing for
moving
blondes,
past, he
don't you,
gives
kid?
you all a curtsy bow. Ah, some of the new recruits I see.
And
you
you
want to?
are, sir?
My name is Dominic.
Hi, Dominic. I'm Lucy. As he gives like a proud hand over to him.
You watch as he's moving past, doing a bunch of flourishes as to not hit any of you. It's pretty obvious to see him glare at Vexus.
Oh.
I walk
he,
over slightly, and I'm like, it's fine, really.
He holds a hand out to him. Hi, I'm. And she just lowers
Watch
his
as
hand.
he gives you a very cautious handshake.
Oh.
After 39 years, I thought you would have been used to this.
You get to use, I suppose, but it doesn't hurt any less every time.
Regardless, should you all be new recruits, I suppose I'll be seeing all of you soon enough. You watch as he makes his way over towards the commander's room.
Who's left?
Senny.
Sunny.
Wait, did they just get
Welcome back.
yoinked? Oh no, I thought you guys just bopped off to secrets. I'm like, wait, what?
Anyways. Eventually
Sunny,
you
you are constantly talking.
all
Hold
make
on.
your way to the
Okay.
tavern.
Where's Lucas?
Yeah,
I'm getting to that.
It is so late.
I rolled a crit fail. What do you expect?
Oh,
I was like, wait,
oh,
this
This is what happens.
big man.
Okay. Oh,
Alright, I'm back, sorry. Fucking.
alright.
And
There you go, that should
Oh,
be.
Devin, nice!
Saris. Saris, you're over.
Lucas, you look just
There
as
I am,
edgy as I.
as always.
So I know what you're thinking.
Hang on.
She's not my dad.
You're gonna have to.
However, maybe, just maybe, she might be a part of my family tree.
What the
Who are you
hell?
looking at, Sonny?
Walk over.
Yeah, no. Saris.
Yeah.
You made your. You ended up picking up a flyer to this guild, and making
Like
your way
minutes
into the
ago.
town. You got a bit sidetracked by the tavern.
You gotta get lost. Not the best of directions.
Got a bit sidetracked by the tavern, and you've been there for the past few hours as it's now dark out.
That happened quick.
It's like dusk at this point.
So,
Because you guys haven't just been showing up one after the other in immediate succession. It's been a bit of time.
Yeah,
do
Aiden's like an hour to get across the room.
any of these fellas look more avian or more astral or have any?
No.
Any like hand like gestures maybe that they're doing, maybe that signify like iron or maybe like or maybe some ears, maybe some like one strand of hair.
No.
Strand of
This kid
yellow.
looking hard.
Give another sigh.
Not what I wanted.
Regardless, as you guys enter the tavern, you hear some cheery music, and you see a pretty fancy-looking bar area over here. Some tables over on this side, and what looks to be a stage left.
Just playing. Who's on it?
On the stage, you see a looking human woman over here, just dancing across the stage.
Again? Old is she again? She look older?
Being like her, you'd say around maybe her mid to late 20s.
So how good are they dancing
down.
though?
Well, let me just... it's a damn good dance.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
What they roll?
They rolled a 20.
Ah.
You
Same as last time,
you
then.
see Lucy just clapping in the corner.
I think that's my mom.
I walk past waving at her as I do with a very big smile.
What did he do?
They look around at like the four of us and then no place for four people to sit. Oopsies.
And Osiris, you see this weird group of people make their way over to the bar.
I take a side glance at the undead sit right
I'm so glad you sat right next to me. He looks over.
I smile and I could tell you're a bit put off by him, but he's still with us, so I sidle around a little. I'm like, excuse me,
He's
miss,
still
but
following us.
our friend seems to be one seat between. I'm not sure if you two would do the old switcheroo, would you?
Sure.
Thank you so much.
Oh, what? You can have my seat. You can no. You can have
all
my no.
four of us, we're here.
It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. You can have my seat. You can have my seat. You can maybe like
I am
no
very confused, but okay.
no not you no.
All
Everyone
of you, as
scooch
you're
down a bit, I suppose.
Thank you.
Remiel, as you're asking this to switch seats with Vex, you see that they have the same guild flyer that you had in their hands.
Can we get some milk? Maybe some water?
Some milk and water. Have you?
What?
Are you here already signed up to the guild, miss? You have a flyer. Did you get bored as well?
No, I kinda got lost. Not the best of directions.
Oh, need some help? Miss, he kind of like leans over, as he does per usual, puts out his hand.
Oh no, I want
He
milk.
watches the man who was cleaning glasses
Shake it. I am Sarah.
sort of moves his way over here.
Lucy.
Ah, some new folk in town. What can I get?
Yeah! I'll have a big glass of milk. Or wait. Quick question. Do you have tea by any chance?
thought you were gonna
Many
say,
people
do you
come
have
by
honey to
asking
put
for
in the
tea,
milk?
but yes, I can prepare some really quickly.
I would love some, thank you.
I thought you were gonna say, do you have honey to put in the tea? Honey to put in the milk.
And for the rest of you? He
No. What do you have on tap?
got some beer, vodka, wine, anything you can think of. And,
Do you
Bailey's
have
and
any
Jaeger.
cider?
Really sorry.
Oh, yeah.
and, bit of a secret, if you have the coin to pay for it, I can make you some, special drinks.
'Cause
What
she has
level of
wares,
coin
she
are we
has coin.
speaking?
Well, he watches, he sort of pulls out from under the counter, he pulls out this really intricate looking alchemist tools kit.
Oh,
Depends on the kind of drink you want.
kind of like claps a little bit. Woo!
He watches he like retracts it all, sets it back under the counter, sticks out his hand for a handshake to one of you. Name's Set.
I kind of like look over, I lean on a table. If
Yeah, I gotta lean all
anybody
the way
wants to
across.
pursue,
He's right in front
I
of you.
just shake his hand and then I go back. Like, anybody else want to shake this guy's hand? No, just me? Okay.
Name's
Very
Set.
far away. Like 30 feet away
I'm
from him,
the-
can't shake his hand.
Long hand.
Yeah.
I'm the bartender and local alchemist.
Oh!
Oh, is he a state alchemist?
You're like super
Welcome.
smart.
Welcome to the Fallen Respite.
Jurassic Park. I have to make the joke every time someone says welcome to. It's law.
Question, where's like the fallen respite, like where's the name come from?
Honestly, for that you'll have to ask my boss.
Oh! He kind of like looks around the establishment and smiles.
Although, it's not out here. If he wants to talk to you, he'll come get you.
Oh!
I kind of look back as I've just been like staring at the dancer this entire time, just back
I kind
against
of
the
like
thing.
nudge. Kind of like
watches-
nudge.
You watch as a lot of the men in the tavern are staring at the dancer.
Kind of nudge. Are you okay?
Huh?
Seem a little bit like
What?
dazed.
What would you be? A gesture at the woman dancing?
I
Grace, such elegance.
I shrug. It was fine for like a minute.
A minute.
Yeah.
Truffles, he watches, Set, the barkeep, turns his attention to you
I spin on my
and
stool.
looks at your cello. You play?
I do.
Oh, I got a bit of an offer for you.
Oh, then let's hear it.
You go up, do some music for Alice over there to perform to. You get a cut of today's profits.
Sounds like a good deal. Do you wish me to go now or
Ultimately,
wait
how
till she
much you get
finishes?
depends on your performance,
Going to
but
be-
should be interesting.
Hey,
I
I
have
asked if-
your name.
The name's Truffles.
It's an interesting name, but all right.
Yes,
Again,
but
the
you
rest of you, what can I get? Some tea for you.
Mhm.
Points over to Lucy.
Draco, did he want me to go up now? Like, wait till the routine's finished, then start up for the next one?
he wants you to wait for a bit, as eventually the dancing is over and Allison makes her way over here.
I'll offer a seat, since there is none left.
Watch she looks to you. Oh, thank you.
That's the way over there.
You watch as this drow man just starts congratulating her on a good job.
A
Is it
drow?
drow?
Oh man.
Yeah.
Kind of like give a little. Did decent and well.
Decent.
Good,
That was amazing.
Amazing graceful.
good job as always, Alice. Now then,
On a rate of
Alice,
1 to
this
20,
is
it was a 20.
Truffles. He's a musician. I was
I
thinking.
give like the rolling bow, kind of like, yeah, you roll your wrist and give a
Yeah.
bow. Yeah.
Curtsy. I've come up with a proposition. He plays music on his cello, and you will dance to whatever he plays. Sounds interesting.
Is there any
And she
style
turns to you,
specific
Truffles.
you prefer?
Oh, just whatever you can think of.
No.
Shall we get started then?
Love them. Fuck, what's the word I'm looking for? Look forward to it.
Wait.
Okay, so do you follow her up to the
Yeah.
stage? And you watch as, and you all hear as booming through the tavern is the voice of Set, who says to everyone, "And now for a bit of a special occasion. Newcomer in town Truffles will set a tune for the lovely Alice to dance to." And he gestures over to you two.
Sweet.
And
Did you wish?
begin, and I want you to roll me a performance check.
Alright, so performance instead of cello, no worries.
Well, cello if you have it.
Oh, well then yeah. I have cello. Cello's better as well, because yeah.
No, dance. Oh,
Hell yeah. This is
Holy
a
moly.
good fucking setup.
Hey. Yeah.
it's like you start playing this really classical sounding tone on your cello, as you just have like a seat up there for you to not get tired as you're doing this.
I've
And
played standing before, but yes, a seat is always welcomed.
And as you're doing this, Alice, almost in sync with the song, begins to propel around the stage, giving a very heartfelt dance, doing some moves you didn't quite think were possible.
I
The
didn't know a
triple
body could
fist
bend
and the
that way.
triple twist.
It's like her legs
And
and
over-
upper body are discontinued.
Over the course of the next hour, this will be going on as the rest of you.
Full time.
That was even better than the first. As he collapsed, he has no rating whatsoever.
Lucy, you get your tea pretty shortly after they begin.
Like I
Turns
shuffle in my
27,
bag,
That was 26.
shuffle in my bag, and I pull out some stale-looking crimpets. You can tell they're a little stale, but he offers one over. Then he puts it down. He's like, "Anybody want some?" And he puts it like goes back in his seat. He kind of looks at Vexus.
Vexus declines, and Set says to you, "So you're some of Leonardo's new recruits, huh?"
I'm guessing they are, but not yet for me.
And I'm sure we can show you. Gonna like nudge him again.
Well, you may want to get on that. My boss is correct. Well, the starter jobs may be starting a bit sooner than you think.
What do you mean?
Sorry, jobs.
Anything happening? Anything? Do you have any stories? He like he kind of like goes forward on the table.
None from me, no, but my boss has a ton of them.
I turn around as well. I'm like, also, are you his father?
What?
I was gonna ask, but he
No.
looks.
He got me
No.
to it.
I tried to look at the resemblance, but I see more resemblance in you than I see him.
Well, you never know.
You know, you never know.
You never know.
Looking for your father, huh, kid?
Pretty sure it's the same story for every other kid, but yeah. He kind of like nods.
Yeah, they're
You
finally
watch
gonna
it-
get some milk or a cigarette.
You watch as he just turns
About
back on.
27 years.
Oof.
I'm pretty sure not every kid out there is looking for their father.
Oh, kinda. It's not normal.
No.
I
think it's
assume-
character. They're probably looking for some family member.
Regardless,
Everybody's looking for some kind of family member.
Yeah.
if it's a father you're looking for, maybe my boss can help.
Okay, that sounds a bit weird.
Oh,
I mean,
please,
I'll take any.
my boss has
Take
ways of
anything I can
gathering information all across town.
Well, let's hope your father's in town then.
Hope. I would assume so. He kind of like goes forward, and as he looks down, is he here? He's like very
It's behind
close.
the
Bar?
he's like
You're, like,
almost
push-
off of like
He
the
like
bar.
his tea.
He pushes you back into the stool with his ring
I
finger.
grab his tea and like smell it.
It is a very aromatic tea.
I look over
So
as
you
I
crushed
take-
up those
I try to
kind of
take it
herbs,
back.
I see. Hand it back. Can I just have whatever's cheap? I only have, well, not much on me.
Tell you what, seeing as you're thinking of joining Leonardo's gang, on the house.
Ah! Excellent, then whatever's the most
Your
expensive?
funeral.
Wow.
Wow.
That was the most expensive, you say?
Well, yeah, as long as it
Alright.
doesn't kill me.
To just have to carry the monk out of here.
Don't worry, I'm proficient in
okay.
drunken style.
You watch as he brings out the really fancy-looking alchemist tools.
Do I have to sign a
And
death
through a
waiver?
mixture of like the barkeeping techniques and mixing with alchemy, he presents you this really colorful swirling drink.
Yeah,
Clap.
chasing the rainbow.
It's poison.
I smile. Now that's interesting, and that's talent. See, there's more than just dancing. There's more than just dancing.
I know there is, but that doesn't
This-
have the same effect on me as the other stuff.
No. This is cool. This is better. This is better.
I didn't
He's,
say
like,
it
just
was
used to,
bad.
like- Kind of like looks sober. He smiles.
Well, gonna take a sip or no?
Yeah, bottoms
Not
up.
very often I get to make a siren's kiss.
I do like kissing.
What?
I, like just just
Do we have two bards here?
gags a little bit.
I'm going to partake in the drink.
Okay. As you are bombarded by an assault of delicious cranberry, blueberry, banana, and orange, I want you to make me a con save.
Wait, I don't have any like pure body stuff yet.
Oh,
No!
You done fucked up.
My
boy.
body is not pure.
look at that!
Uh-huh.
Failure!
No! I embrace the void.
You are not drunk. However, you start to feel your body almost well up with charismatic energy before it just dies off.
Oof.
It's still a very delicious drink, but you do not gain the benefits of drinking it.
Well,
You
I give a little cheers motion as I turn around and just sit there watching as I keep drinking.
They don't even want to try to get up. Getting up is a death sentence.
No, I don't
That-
move. I just keep
that
drinking.
look-
Tasted awesome.
rather delicious.
Do you want to try one?
I would actually, yes.
The living dead. I love
Good
that
with
song.
my
You
tea.
watch as he starts mixing it up again.
Tea
good
is
with
very
my
nice. I like tea.
No. No.
He slides you this almost rainbow swirl of color.
He'll look at it, he'll look it over a bit, and after a few seconds, like, he'll shift his mask aside ever so slightly so that he can actually, like, put the cup along his mouth, and he'll start to sip at it.
Okay. I'll say you do not have to make a con save,
Oh.
as because you are undead, you would be unable to filter the effects into your system.
So I don't even get a chance to experience it.
No, you're just always drunk now.
It tastes delicious, even in your undead form. It tastes immaculate.
You can't
But-
just not be drunk.
Well, as they say,
You do
somebody's
not gain
gonna
the-
drive the cart around here. As he looks
You
around
do
at
not
both of
gain the
them.
benefits of drinking it as you are undead.
So as you're physically a minor.
I wouldn't say that because his age is the same either way.
Again,
Where
you
another,
have the
somebody's
body
gonna drive
of
the
a child.
cart.
I am the size
I
of
said nothing about your mind.
my body has still been alive for as long as I have been dead. Well,
It does not matter.
it doesn't even make sense.
Aiden does
Father
not matter.
business. Father business as he leans over. Your father has information? Where might he be?
What was that?
Said father business as I leaned over the table and I said,
Or ourself.
where might he be? Your father?
Are you saying that to Ceres or Vexus? Oh, to Set?
Yeah.
Well, my father passed away long ago.
I don't think either of our kids
Oh,
are
no.
parents, but-
Oh, sorry. Everybody has issues. Okay, well, he kind of looks over to you.
What's there to be sorry about? Died of natural causes. He was an old bastard.
You had one. He kind of looks over and he's like, you?
You watch as he snaps out of a focus. Oh, sorry.
Ah,
What was the question?
you,
Grandma?
you were. This is why. Okay. Anyway, you said you had information.
No.
Who said it then? Who said it? Who was the
Information about your dad?
one? Oh, not my dad, but like the guild in general.
I don't remember anyone saying anything, but I was also gone
Never
for like
mind then.
20 minutes.
Never mind then. That's fine.
Anyways, as you all are
meet
having this
him anyway.
conversation, and as Truffles' and Elsa's performance is dying down, Remiel watches Dominic takes a seat next to you.
Aiden, you've even asked me what a Grave Paladin is when referring to Lucifer.
Wait, what?
He's already
Anyways.
but he's already had that question.
Pretty much all of those are wrong.
Oh.
Yeah.
You watch as Dominic strolls up to the stool next to you, Remiel, sort of knocks on the table, and one siren's kiss set. A lot of orders for those today. He passes it to him.
You don't even ask for money for mine?
No, in the knock, he set down a solid 100 gold on the table.
For fucking hell, Jesus Christ.
Oh.
For 100 gold, you'd at least hope it worked.
Yeah.
All right, new recruits, and Truffles, as your performance is dying down, what do you do?
Crescendo?
Crescendo? What the fuck's crescendo?
Like the end of a song. I think it was like the big part.
Yeah, I think that's where you speed up.
Take a bow.
It's where like you
You do the rock thing where you
Go
slam the
fast.
guitar on the ground.
It's like
Yeah,
the loudest
alright.
part of a song. It's
No,
like
I'm
the
not
big,
gonna
big part.
smash, but chilling.
So I think that'll be in the
Take
middle.
a
I thank
bow.
her for dancing.
You know, let's take a bow to the audience, and eventually you make your way back to the bar. Watch as Dominic turns to all of you and says, "Okay. Commander Leonardo says the job is on tomorrow." And he passes each of you a slip of paper. That is those names are who will be your teammates for the upcoming job.
Wait, do we have to work together?
Of course.
Oh.
I mean,
It's not only an exercise of your abilities, but it's also an exercise of teamwork.
Well, I'm sure we can handle it.
won't the whole guild have to work together?
There were a lot of us showing up today.
If everyone in the guild took part, the job would be over in a single second.
That sounds like a good thing.
Yeah, exactly. Isn't that
I
the
think you
idea?
misunderstand. This is a job capable for new recruits of the guild, people who have not had the experience of the rest of us. This is a chance for us to see your capabilities in the job. There will be some older members of the guild who will be watching over, taking grade.
That makes sense.
Okay, I guess.
Now, if you look at your slips of paper, you will see who you will be working with. One team will head over and rout some bandits. The other will rout some kobolds.
Oh, please say we got the kobolds. I look at the sheet of paper.
Yes, same
Only
here.
at the only if it says kobolds or bandits, nothing else.
Okay.
I look at the paper.
Remiel and Truffles. On the top of your slip of paper,
Kobolds.
it says Team A.
And nothing else.
I'm
And-
A.
And on the paper, it says the following names: Remiel, Truffles, Kelani, and Natalia.
I don't read the names. I only read A.
I told him it looks like you've got your mistress with us.
My what?
And at the bottom, it says that your overseer for the job is Commander Leonardo.
Oh, yeah,
You can
he's
read the
with
names and take it
paladin
either
and the
way.
cleric.
Oh God.
And Vexus, Lucy, and Saris.
Ceres isn't a part of the guild.
Yeah.
No. Vexus, Lucy, and Saris.
Dude probably gave him the info about it.
The sending stone.
On your slip of paper, it says Team B, Bandit Route. And the other names are you three, Morius and Siegfried. And the overseeing member for your group is the name Darius.
This did.
No, I thought Darius was the blink dog.
No,
Wait, what?
the Blink Dog is just named Chief.
Ah, that's right,
Yeah.
sorry.
Chief.
Okay.
You watch
That's there.
as finishing up his drink, Dominic starts to walk away.
That's Dominic.
That's Dominic, the blonde boy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought he was Darius.
No, you have not met Darius.
Okay.
Look at both of you. I'm like, so what did you guys get?
I got A. Whatever A is.
I'm with
Hey,
you
appears to be
two.
kobolds.
You stopped. You didn't even read the team part before. You just read A.
Yeah. Kind of glazed over everything else. Just Team A, alright.
Oh, sure. Ian,
Well, just-
I also
You'll
have
hear his
bandits.
You'll hear as Dominic yells over to you as he's leaving. Make sure to be there first thing in the morning.
Beware.
Okay.
Okay.
At the
Guild?
front hall
Square.
at the front hall of the guild.
Okay, I thought you meant at the A. Whatever A is.
No,
Go to A.
no.
From point A to B.
A to B.
Watches.
Apparently, I'm with you two. And he gestures to Lucy and Saris.
Also, you lied to us. You said you weren't part of the guild yet.
I'm not.
Well,
I've seen
then
the
someone
names.
there is a bit more smarter than we know.
Yeah, apparently.
Must have been Dominic. That has the keen eye, that one.
He just
Probably saw
gives
her
a
wandering
side
through the
glance.
streets with the flyer.
That sounds illegal to sign someone up for something without knowing.
Without their consent.
I mean, they
Dare
were
they?
fine.
Consent is very important as he puts his hand on the table.
Correct.
Very correct.
Yeah, not wrong. And he gets up and starts walking away.
It's Dominic's job in the guild to gather information on who may want to join and any other thing that Leonardo puts him up to.
Who am I to question the guild?
Even then, if you don't want to join the guild, then just don't show up. It's as simple as that.
That is fair. Goodbye, skeleton boy.
Oh, wait. Got it, yep. As he, like, quickly paces
You are
over.
very fascinated with me, aren't you?
Very. Oh, you know, from you being you, I thought I would come along and
He just
talk to
hangs
you.
his head. He just hangs his head and you're not sure if it's shame or like disappointment. As you say,
You're gonna die behind this bar.
he's already dead. I don't think he has to worry about that.
I don't
Just
know.
the paladin
No.
declares
Smiles,
go
almost a smile of...
I have a
Pity
feeling
as
that
he
I was put with
follows.
the two people who don't like undead.
ahead. Yeah. Because you were.
Smiles.
I offered
Good.
to buy the dancer.
I will say, my thought when making these teams was not that.
Are you sure?
Someone to
I'm
watch
very
Aiden.
sure. It was after I made the teams that's just like, oh, I see.
See
Dude,
So it'd be
we got both the
I made a
chicks.
fucky wucky.
How high up is the stage?
Like a solid. It's like a solid like 2 feet up.
Oh, I'm gonna
So look back at the rest of them.
kick flip up on there.
I
Oh.
kind
Roll
of,
me
It
an
looks like they're going
acrobatics
to
check.
perform.
I
He starts
kind of like
walking back.
wave. You're going back? Okay. Well, I shall do that as well.
Yeah, he looks like he's going to perform. And he's going to sit at this table with these guys.
my attention is
Don't mind me.
turned to Remiel hopping up on the stage.
You watch as this guy right here starts moving away.
I'm gonna start cutting the jig, man. I'm gonna cut the rug, as they call it.
I mean,
So,
Bexus knows how to clear a
Ceres?
crowd.
Look, my flip
welcome.
was good enough. My flip was good.
You're welcome to sit with us.
Roll me a
Start playing the
performance check,
cello
Emil.
again.
Oh,
Oh.
the stage hates me.
Seeing him dance, I'm gonna help him out.
I do the Eng dance.
Watch as you like. It helps the performance a bit, but you're just sort of floundering on stage.
It just drops on his stomach and just starts flopping around.
I do the dance
He's
that
doing
Eng
the
does,
worm.
man. I do
It's more like
the monkey dance.
Three Stooges, like
look
level
over.
of music for the
does
background,
shake
just
your leg.
comedic track.
You watch as the crowd is mainly unimpressed. As Vexus, what is your passive perception?
My passive perception is 11.
This
Okay.
dude.
It's
Oh,
kind of obvious as you see
Scenario 12
this man in white robes is just kind of looking you up and down.
and 11.
I'll look over to him and I'll give him a... It looks like he's attempting to smile, but he's struggling to do so.
We aren't the most receptive bunch.
After giving like a light chuckle, he just turns towards the performance.
Look over. Yeah! You go, Rem! Like the only one cheering him on. As he like...
The jelly
He's like-
music's almost just making like a mockery along with his dance moves, just like
It's meant
silent
to fit,
movie
man.
level comedic.
Truffles, as you're playing the music, Set walks over to you and Alice and drops 2 bags of coin in front of you.
Oh.
Because you has awares.
I go over. Look at the coin as I sit back down. Out
Oh,
of pity
That's a
for
coin to your
him.
Witcher.
Add a coin. Add a coin, man. I feel bad.
Seeing the bag sit on the thing, I asked, "Take out the expense of a drink, and whatever the lady would like."
Ooh.
Drinks on the house for new recruits at the moment.
Just hers then, I guess.
It'll be the usual, Alice. She gives a quick nod as starts making a drink and passes it over to her. In the bag is around 35 gold for each of you.
Sweet. How much did a drink cost?
Her drink was around 5 gold.
Thank God I didn't pay for a drink. I'd be out of money.
Yeah.
You only
That's like
had 5
half
gold?
of my money.
Well, it's like dollars. It's like $5.
Okay.
That doesn't change anything.
Yeah, that's a lot of money for a drink. Those better be good.
Even with buying the
$400.
$5 drink, I still got 45 gold now.
For
Yeah.
the shit
Oh,
Set
God.
makes, that's cheap as fuck.
Fair.
It is.
Yeah, the 100.
Considering he
gold.
legit made Siren's Kiss.
I will say, the Siren's Kiss drink, if you had succeeded on the con save, would have given you a +4 to charisma for the next 24 hours.
That would have made your performance a 10.
So much better.
It is.
No, it would have
Yeah.
made it an 8.
Woo! Woo!
Oh, wait, what?
Oh, so it doesn't
Does it
add
max
+4, it turns it to a +4.
Oh,
I already
Well,
have a
no, what it
+2.
does is it gives you 4 more to the charisma stat, which is a +2.
Oh, okay, but Jesus, that's a weird way to phrase it.
does it max at 20 or can it go to 22?
No, it does not max at 20.
Okay.
No, paying $100 for something that might not work ain't worth it.
Yeah.
It's
That's
more
great.
about does your body accept the secondary effect.
What's the primary effect? Being drunk.
The
Yeah.
primary effect is that you get a really damn good drink.
For $100?
It's a fucking good drink.
$100 for a good time.
But I'd just get it some basics.
Yeah, no, you have gained 35 gold.
Like buying a health potion,
Have a
but
good
there's
time.
like a 25% chance it won't work. But it tastes good.
Tastes like fizzy pop.
That definitely helps when you're getting stabbed by orcs.
Just before I die, just a sip of chunky milk.
Draco, does
Tasted
at least
good,
still
though.
get advantage on the charisma stuff from being drunk?
Don't know how that works, but
I-
alright.
I think
It
he
was
got
a very-
advantage on charisma
It was a
next
very
time.
spur of the moment thing as I'm still working out most of the drinks.
Fair
Gonna start
enough.
doing kung fu to impress people.
So doing backflips?
Stop plugging
Yes,
it.
but
I'll say the audience is just kind of tired of your presence.
Ah!
Oh.
I kinda whisper, is he being bad on purpose?
I think so.
Come on down, Remio.
This is how a professional does it.
This is our president. Shh, snap.
So I look over,
Oh,
I
fine.
sigh.
That thing.
Sigh! I'm gonna make
gonna
this
punch-
interesting
I'm
as I hop.
Why-
Oh god.
What am I bearing witness to?
He like turns the chair around to look at them and just puts his hands in his lap. Just watching intently.
Okay. He's gonna try to do like you know those like ribbon batons, but with his shovel.
There's no kid.
Performance check with disadvantage.
Oh god.
You said Aiden.
Oh, I swear if you do.
So he's just he needs to help, man.
If I get hit, you are getting witch bolted.
Hit by what, a ribbon?
No, but
shovel!
yeah.
Why are you throwing a shovel at sort of damn you?
15! 15! It's not that bad.
It's not that bad a performance.
Oh, you know, it's not that
From
bad.
over at Truffles, just
I put
The
my
audience is more impressed by the things you're doing with a shovel than what you're actually doing.
I'm
It's the fact
twirling
you're
the
doing it
There's
with
the
shovel.
a
person
shovel.
doing the robot.
I twirl the shovel and I like throw it in the air and catch it and like do like a side step and a toss around and like I put my arms out to the audience and smile,
always like
waiting for an
a sword
applause.
dance with the
She
shovel.
claps.
Yeah, like
It's not
a
like
few
devil's
claps.
Nice.
with your
Bud.
hands.
You smile over to Remiel.
He's like death staring you.
Damn you, child.
You just stole this performance.
Oh, I take this time to drink my Baileys.
They start
back and
slow clapping.
She claps.
I give like a bow as I say thank you as I slowly just go back to my seat.
Oh, your boy just got shown up.
I'm gonna walk towards the edge. How far away is this? 45 feet. Jesus
Walk at the
Christ,
edge,
this place
you
is
don't-
huge.
It's more like 15 feet.
Ah, perfect, because I'm gonna like step off and use my cool teleport ability. Phew. Bing!
Just as like you step.
I'm gonna
it's like,
face step over there.
Mm.
I'm gonna sleep
Oh.
anyway, might as well.
Yeah.
Oh, that's gonna be a cool one to play with.
Smile.
That's up to 30
Did you
feet.
guys-
Sweet.
I tried to help his performance a little bit.
Entertaining
I hope
performance
I
all
did.
around, I should say.
Don't patronize me.
I mean,
It was
you
entertaining
tried.
for me, at least. Regardless, I think that's enough for the night. You and Dominic, you should all be ready for tomorrow.
It's just kobold.
Nice. Do you have lodging here in this tavern?
It's mini kobold.
Afraid I don't have lodging here. Your options are either the inn across the way, or... Your options are either the inn across the way, or seeing as you're Leonardo's new recruits, you could stay over at the guild.
There's a big difference.
Hmm.
I like that one better. I like that one.
There's a difference.
Yeah.
No payment.
3.
Oh?
That person.
I look over
That would be my
at
sister.
this guy. Like,
Hey, Romeo.
hope you enjoyed it.
Whilst I have you here,
He gives you a smile and a couple slow claps.
I also clap.
I'm sorry, but what was your name again? Shallowman?
Truffles.
Sing me a
Truffles.
song,
What I was
Michelle.
asking is, name's Truffles, but whilst I have you here, you look like a man who's travelled. Do you say, got any tales of far off? Anything to entertain?
Some kind of far traveler.
Well, seeing as it's getting late, how about you walk and talk with me?
Fair enough.
Bow to the rest of them.
Sucked.
I bid the barkeep and... I forgot her name. Yeah, I bid them both a good day.
Ellison?
Ellison, yes.
Think.
I thank her again
Ellison.
for her lovely dance.
I just start quickly just...
Like, as I stand up and, like,
Up.
Walking
after saying
way
goodbye, I
faster
turn
than
around
Aiden's
and see, like,
character.
this 3 group just bailing for the door. It's like,
Jeez. Is there even a door down there?
I don't even know.
There is a door, I just
I
don't
mean,
have it on the map.
yeah.
I mean, we came in somewhere.
Sing me a song
He's
in the cello,
more,
man.
he's more just walking away.
I look over at the two. You guys coming?
He gives
He'll
a thumbs
stop
up from down the way.
He'll open the door for those
Give
two.
a thumbs up.
We can sleep
Is there-
at the guild. Not sure if you heard that from all the way at the other table, but okay.
I had no idea. I was just gonna go in a random direction. But thank you.
Not going to lie. I'm looking forward to having
Hey,
you as a
great minds think
teammate
alike.
in comparison.
Yeah.
I swear, my Vexus is like Vexus seems to be the leader of this little group of three.
Oh, that's a big
Like,
claim.
we're-
Big
Yeah,
claim.
sure.
I mean, wherever Vexus go, you guys go. So
I'm,
At least we don't have to
listen,
Watching
babysit.
you.
I'm watching you.
yes.
oh,
I'm very
Yeah.
close.
Now, where would you
Okay.
like to
Wherever
hear
you
from?
go,
The hot
I
sands
go.
of deserts, the tundras, or alpines? Where do I start?
Dealer's choice.
I don't remember much about the Feywild, but I hear it's magical. It's where I'm from, apparently.
Wait, where the fuck did changelings come from again?
changelings, I think, come from. Do they come from Shadowfell?
Pretty sure they said
They
it.
come from the deity of the traveler. They're said to be one of
Oh,
his
I mean, a lot of them
creations.
do.
Are you sure that's
Pray to
just
the
not
traveler.
critical role lore?
Oh no, that's not
That's
critical.
just the base thing.
That's the real lore?
That's the
Okay.
base. That's
Yeah,
the
like,
base.
Oh,
a lot
that's
of them
interesting.
Pray to the traveler, as he's like chaos and change.
that's
Is the act
interesting.
of change and changeling.
Yeah, viewers probably don't know you're a changeling.
Yeah.
Oh,
Viewers probably don't know what the hell we are.
yeah, like
Oh yeah.
I can. I completely forgot you're recording.
Because like I think was
Always
doppelgangers
recording.
come from the. Yeah, I don't think I come from the Feywild. I don't fucking know.
They also come from the traveler, I believe. I have to look this information up.
Pretty sure
but-
I do
changelings
hear
are
that the
similar.
Feywild's a magical place.
I give him some
Skeleton.
faraway story from some weird
Yeah.
place
I think
as we
Revenant.
walk back.
I am not actually a revenant. I am a variant human, but Draco has allowed me to play a zombie for character purposes.
Again,
I am
multiple
absolutely
revenant.
enticed by this thrilling story you tell of a
I
far-off
am-
place.
I'm
Anyways,
I am
as you all make your way back,
some.
You need a better mic, Lucas.
as
I don't have a
you all make your way back to the guild,
Well, that's why. Sorry, Draco. Sorry.
you enter the
Another
grand,
me or Draco.
you enter the very wide open hall, and Amari greets you all. Sort of directs you over to the rest area. As you see Siegfried heading to a downstairs area off in the distance.
Vexus was already told where the lodging area was, so.
Go asleep.
Or he
Yes,
knows
the
you
guild
wanna-
train comes busting through the wall. Make a deck save.
I wonder what's down there.
I don't. Maybe we should ask this nice lady.
I'm glad there's no
Oh.
train.
You all watch as Truffle hits the deck and is run over by an invisible train. Sarah's too.
What was
Fucking
We
roadkill.
both die.
I wonder what's down there.
Cheeky's used to dodging trains.
Excuse me, miss, but what is up and downstairs over there? As I look at Truffles, like, he could ask.
The upstairs area is the library available to the public, run by the guild mage Zenith.
Guild Mage. Is he a powerful being? Is he well versed?
Oh, quite powerful. I wouldn't say he's an extremely powerful being. He just knows his way with magic.
Oh.
Curious.
Oh.
And downstairs are the training pits.
Ooh.
That's often where you'll find the two muscle heads of the group.
Well,
I mean, I have
well,
to
well.
ask, is your speed actually very low where you're just doing it for roleplay purposes?
He has a speed of 30.
Okay, it's just...
Yeah, he
not in a
does.
hurry.
Yeah, no, like he just doesn't walk very fast.
If need be, he can boogie.
No, he can run
If need be,
just
he
as
can
fast
run
as
dead.
most of you guys.
Hmm.
Yeah, like he doesn't have much energy.
Yeah, I wonder why.
He's only just now getting to the doors.
I quickly take out my my Bible as I'm quickly, while he's gone, I'm quickly looking how to deal with undead. I'm quickly, just frantically, like pulling it out, trying to look through Asmodeus's teachings of just what do I do in this scenario?
Oh my god. I know what Lucy is. Lucy's a cleric.
Yeah, I've told you.
As they
stop.
aggressively start flicking through a book, I'm gonna try to peek over their shoulder.
Oh no.
You've asked
So,
read
what do you
Infernal?
think about the
Do I
library?
read Infernal? No, do I recognize Infernal?
What was
Oh,
that,
wait.
Lucas?
Probably.
Bitch!
I said, Aiden asked me what Grave Cleric was, and I answered him. It's Sunny.
Oh, well, no, I know what Grave Cleric is. I thought you had said Grave Paladin.
This grave paladin?
What?
He's a
Nice.
grave paladin.
That's why I was
Okay.
wondering what it was, because I never heard of it.
Okay, Aiden, what was it you asked me?
So he's 225 feet away. Would he have heard about
It's not
the...
really that far. It's like
No?
I just
What do we
never.
do in this?
I just don't
Gale?
change. I just don't change the feat
Scale.
scaling for open maps.
else did a few
Would he have heard about the library?
Past
He
perception
could say-
11.
Yeah.
Yeah, you probably would have heard it.
Okay. As he's just about to get to the door, he'll start heading to the upstairs.
Mr. DM, looking
Yes.
through my unholy Bible of Asmodeus.
Looking for your father.
What do I do in this predicament? I'm looking through my Bible to see what I can do about this.
So wait, your book's in
I'm
Infernal?
Going over
Yeah,
notes.
yeah.
Yeah.
Do I recognize Infernal script? Like, I know I can't read it, but would I recognize it if I saw it?
That looks
Remiel, roll me a history check. Lucy, roll me a religion check.
Oh, low rolls.
Tell me what this
Also,
Infernal book has to speak of.
Here is Amari's stuff.
Oh my, oh,
Oh my,
Smite!
Now with disadvantage.
So
oh, sorry,
16.
it's 16.
Yeah.
Gotta change that.
Remiel, you do not notice that it is infernal script. Just looks like a bunch of gibberish to you.
What kind of mumbo jumbo is that? Oh, thank you, Amari. I'm not sure where Tall, Dark, and Handsome went, but he is a fool for leaving your side. As he finger guns over, walking away.
Oh, he went on back home and started preparing dinner.
What does my
Well.
book say about this predicament?
Was just getting ready to close up myself.
Well, I hope you have a very safe trip home.
Don't worry, I will. She starts making her way towards the door.
Just sitting there.
Extravagantly turned towards our bard. So, Truffles, is it?
That indeed.
Now, what can you do?
Terms of what?
If we're gonna be
Might-
beating up kobolds, and I make like a beating up motion.
The old razzle dazzle.
Yeah. What exactly can I expect from you?
She did say there was a training area downstairs. You can
He
come watch if you
grins.
wish.
Let's go. We start dancing our way down.
Well, it's like horror of the animation, but it's just like the two dudes grooving and strutting like almost Spider-Man 2 down the street.
He'll like stop like at the top of the stairs and look down at them. What are you two doing?
Trading.
Going to the training pit.
I'm looking through
Very
undead
fun.
notes as
Don't
well.
kill each other.
Nah.
Don't worry, we're not joining you anytime soon, my undead friend.
Good. It's no fun being undead.
Oh, come now. Maybe you're just boring.
Maybe. I didn't think of that.
Oh god. Enough truth behind this man's words.
As we're walking down, look at Joff's like, I think it would be pretty fun. You could do a lot.
That is true.
I mean, he's not wrong.
I look at my shovel.
I know what I must do, Lord.
In the library. Behind the stack of forbidden books.
With the shovel.
He hasn't done anything rash yet. I close my Bible as I put it in my bag as I look over at Cyrus. So, from being new to here, what are you up to? We really talk to you, and you know.
I believe Lucas said he had to BRB.
Ah.
Oh,
Oh yeah, he's typing. Oh, there we go.
it's typing. Oh. What are you doing this predicament? Modius 101.
I like to think you're like, has he done anything bad yet? Not yet. It's just the book's like, has he done this? No. Has he done this? No.
No.
That's
Kill him if he
basically
doesn't.
what it was.
But he hasn't done that yet.
So no death.
Yeah, yeah.
What if he does?
Toss his shovel.
Gets shovel.
Starts flailing shovel around, hits Saris in the face.
Just practice the same routine from earlier. Bonsoir.
Okay.
Hey.
Starting with Vexus, who made his way upstairs first.
Oh.
Vexus, as you reach the top of the stairs, you see a pretty big, open, spacious library. As you see, in a desk in the corner, what looks to be a blind elf man.
He'll start to move up, making sure that his footsteps aren't very quiet, seeing that they're blind.
You don't have to make your steps so loud, lad.
Sorry, I
Maybe this is heavy steps. What are you
I
saying?
mean, you're not wrong. I didn't want to alarm you at all.
Not much can alarm me these days.
With that smell.
Hey, I spritzed him with some like lavender and sweetgrass earlier.
Yeah, they hit
Where do Lucy and Saris go?
That
Oh,
is an
I'm
excellent
just
question.
chatting. Just chatting. I said.
Are
I
you gonna
said.
head back
We're
to
going over notes and
the
undead.
rest area?
I guess.
I was looking over and I was like, well then, you never said anything about yourself, really. You said your name was Cyrus, right?
Saris. But
Or
yeah,
Cyrus. I'll just call you Miss for now. I'm trying to be polite.
That's fine.
So, what aside from, adventuring and all of that jazz, what brings you over here? 'Cause I'm, looking back at the library, looking at her, looking back at the library.
I'm just trying to bury myself.
You need help with that?
We're stalking undead.
Kind of, looks over, he's like, no. You don't look like you should be, yet, at least.
What?
No?
I didn't know who you were referring to, sir.
I'm referring to what you just said. I'm just referring to what you just said.
No.
Well then, I'm gonna go get some sleep as he obviously goes up to the library.
Ah, yes. Sleep.
Yes, sleep as they say, who needs it?
The rest, one could say eternal.
See you, kid.
Okay. Saris, where do you go?
I'm just gonna head to the actual resting place.
Okay. You have a choice of beds to choose from.
Let's see how long this takes to get old.
There. Do this. As Lucy and Vexus.
Draco, you had said that. Oh, what was it you had said? Necromancy was not forbidden but frowned upon. Oh god, Lucy.
Yes.
Oh, I am giant. Oh boy, I am
Lucy
giant.
is scary.
Oh, yes.
They're
There we
always
go.
watching from above.
You wouldn't happen to have anything regarding the dead, would you?
You watch as the blind elf
Such,
looks to you.
such as cremation or something. Or burial.
If it's books on how to do a proper burial or cremation, then we have some down this way. He says, pointing with perfect accuracy towards this row of shelves.
Oh, okay. Thank you. And he'll just start making his way over there. Faster than usual.
Speed hobble.
Yes, speed hobble.
Hello there, sir. I look over at Vexus and I look over at the guy. Anyway, do you have any, I was wondering, where's your fiction aisle? Any good, fairy tales of anything?
Specifically the killing of undead.
Gems
Also,
of
any
fiction.
recommendations?
Recommendation. A lot of books lately. In terms of fiction, there's so many. Honestly, I can't think of a recommendation, but you can find the fantasy aisle down here.
Well, anything of a floating city, perhaps?
Interesting.
Fiction or non-fiction?
I have non-fiction. He kind of raises a brow.
Fiction, non-fiction, historical fiction, which type?
Oh. Well, look, I was hoping fiction, just regular fiction, but
Well, in terms of fiction, we have a series of books titled "The Floating City of Greed."
Ooh. Like it.
it's like my type of book. As he smiles and he walks over. Can you point me in the direction, sir?
Again, right over this way.
Thank you. He like speedily walks over.
And as you were talking to him, you could tell he was very obviously blind, but he had near perfect. Not reaction.
It's like he's been doing this for
precision.
It's like he's been doing this for a long time.
Or he has true sight. And
Oh.
no longer needs his mortal eyes.
Or
Boy.
the more mortal idea, tremor sense.
Ah,
Oh,
was he tough?
Yeah, that's.
Also, what are you
That's good.
copying my
Triple
fucking water genasi? What the hell? Get out of here, bro.
No, but I'm sure if
Yeah,
he's been in this library for
Yeah,
long enough,
here.
part of the guild, you know.
Yeah.
Anyways, Remiel and Truffles. As you two descend, you make your way onto a stone bricked floor, where in the center of a downward slant is a pit of sand. You see benches lining the walls, and you see Siegfried whacking against this training dummy right here. And you see a man with reddish-brown hair and gray armor bashing against this dummy, and a man wearing just a shoulder pad, scars across his body, with red hair, bashing against this shoulder pad.
Oh,
Or
that's a barbarian if I ever saw one. Oh boy.
Yeah. Be fearful.
So, are we gonna
No!
beat up a sandbag, or kind of opens one eye at you, keeping the other closed? I'm like, or are we gonna beat each other up?
I don't know. Stuff it. Live target.
Do you have
As
a
he-
target?
I said stuff it live target.
Ooh,
AKA you.
I grin very widely.
Just starts beating with a cello.
He leaves his cello over by the wall.
Okay.
Okay.
I leave
As
my
you make
sword
your
by
way
the wall.
As you make your way to the sand pit, you watch as the two who you can assume to be veterans of the guild just nod to each other and make their way over to the
Time to
The
watch
benches.
these dumbasses.
I get in kung fu stance.
Siegfried is very much entranced in beating up this dummy.
That dummy stole his lunch money,
That's
so he's
true.
stealing it back.
So
Initiative?
go ahead and
Yeah.
roll me initiative.
Oh.
Always let my opponent go first. When training.
When training, yeah.
Yeah. Just gotta make that
You
clear.
better not give the kobolds that courtesy.
I do not wish to.
Would you bought the
Okay,
sword?
Remiel, it's your turn.
Oh, if he bought the cello, I was gonna bring the sword, yeah, but since he de-armed, I de-armed.
Oh no, I still have a weapon on me. I just put the cello down.
Oh, you have a
I gotta
weapon?
hit you with the cello. Yeah, I got a weapon.
Shit.
That's like the little rim part of it.
Alright. I realize you have a weapon still. Like, oh shit. I'm gonna just run up and, like, just lead with, like, a flying kick.
Okay.
Water! Unarmed strike.
Oh shit!
Oh.
Oh,
Sometimes
damn,
giving
roll
the
one.
courtesy ain't anything too great.
And I believe you are level
golly.
2 monk.
I am level 2
Oh.
monk, so I do have my offhand.
You have access to flurry of blows.
I know.
Golly!
I get him in the ribs. Going for the ribs.
Another 5.
Gonna knock him unconscious before his
But
turn.
I save it. Yeah, I kind of hop back a bit after. Kind of
Just does a
I get ready.
backflip.
Can I, as a martial arts, take like the dodge as a bonus action with key? Do I have that yet?
So,
Well, you've already. If you were just doing bonus action for unarmed strike, then you've already used your bonus action.
Oh, I can't spend this key always a bonus action.
Key is always a
said
bonus
otherwise.
action, unless otherwise.
Spend these points. Blah 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 blah. No, just roll it out. Hang on, it's long.
Otherwise, you just
As a bonus
infinitely
action,
flurry
yeah,
of blows.
alright, yeah. I get in a kung fu stance then.
Okay. Truffles.
Just. Oh, I see that. Quite a good fucking comrade. I am indeed looking very forward to our challenge tomorrow. Dink. Is that hit?
No, not even close.
Ooh, this is right past him.
I don't know. I
And-
don't. Bonus action. What might I wish to do? For
You don't have your instrument to use your magic with.
Wait, what?
As a bard, you need your instrument to use magic.
I mean, if you have the components, you can.
If you have the
I do not.
components, you can do it, but you don't have your don't have your focus on you.
Well, I mean, if you're proficient with like a flute, you can just have a flute in your pocket.
Yeah.
I mean, the other two things I'm efficient with is drums and saxophone. I don't. see
Alright,
myself
we have to
hiding
get you
one
a
of them.
tiny. We have to get you a tiny violin, a tiny cello.
A tiny cello, otherwise known as a violin, which is not a cello.
I have voice. True.
He's not proficient with voice, though.
Ah,
I am no.
Ah, come on.
Remiel, it's your turn.
I'm about to lay the smack down on this boy.
Are you about to flurry of
Yeah,
blows?
yeah.
I'm about to like fist of the North Star. Just oh no! First one missed.
Sucker! Shit. Shit.
Wah-da-da.
Load them.
Oh.
Load them. Fuck.
Ooh.
You lay him the fuck out.
It should go without saying non-lethal.
Yeah. As you just knock Truffles backwards onto the floor.
Dust my ass on off. As I get
No, you
back up.
kill him.
No,
Or am I
I can-
unconscious? I don't know.
I reduce to 1 if I can. Like, I don't want to knock him out if I can avoid it. Because that's not good for the brain.
Okay. Roll me a dexterity check.
Me or him?
Him. Just flat dexterity. Yeah, no. You managed to hit him precise enough to where he's on 1 HP.
It may have been a mistake leaving my cello behind.
I nod, I stand up, I'm like, go get it then.
Yeah, I grab my cello.
Let
you
him
like
at
this,
least
miss?
get one hit.
Watch as this man makes his way over. Now, rookies, I think that's enough sparring for today.
No. I want him to hit me with his strongest spell. As I kind of get in, like, the mountain stance.
Oh. He takes a step. He makes his way back to the bench.
I grab my cello. I come
He's
back.
not even gonna
Are you
retaliate.
sure about this?
Yes, I choose patient defense. That's my last key.
So for the dodge action,
Yeah.
okay.
So he's disadvantaged to hit me, like, unless it's a saving throw. I don't think... Does
Thank
dodge
you.
get
In
the
which
advantage
case,
of
that'll
saving
stop.
throw?
What is your ruling with spells again?
You just gotta
How do you
cast a
mean?
level 3 spell at me? Just blow me up.
You mean the Michael Magic rule?
It
I
doesn't
guess,
exist.
yeah.
In this
I was
game
more
does
talking
not
about, like,
exist.
action, bonus action, but only like spell or whatever.
Oh,
Oh,
just
that.
spell works as intended.
Normal game.
Yeah. So if it says it's an action, it's an action. If it says it's bonus action, it's bonus action.
Imagine me as one of those pesky kobolds.
Alexis, please tell me you're using the spell I think you're using.
I don't know what one you think I'm using, but
Use it.
I'm not gonna
Hey,
insult
go
you,
for
don't
it.
worry, I'll be nice.
Do it!
Now this may not be the
Do
most
it.
damaging, but it is quite a potent one.
Oh, my brain!
Yeah, make a wisdom saving throw, Remiel.
Yes!
Oh!
No!
My mind is a vault! What does it?
So yeah, no,
what's it
Remiel,
do?
you see Truffle start to play on the cello, and for some reason you just feel like laughing a lot, but you really shake off the urge.
It's a rather humorous beat.
Finds it
melody.
funny.
Yeah, it's just a creature within range. Okay.
I take my action
Wasn't
to
sure if it
dodge.
was everyone within range.
Hit me, goddammit!
Dude. How many creatures in range? So just a creature. Damn, I was about to say, if I could just make this whole room burst into laughter, that would be... I see laughter does not work on you.
He's kind of getting a bit giddy. He's still got the smile.
Am I allowed to try a second one?
I mean, if you want.
You're not in initiative anymore.
Nice.
Tell you to hit him and you just try to make him laugh.
Lightning bolt!
Can I attempt to make him panic and hit me? Like,
Intimidation.
Just go and hit him over the
I'm
head
gonna
with
run
the
up, I'm gonna
cello.
run up, I'm gonna run up and intimidate.
Oh god.
Hit
Consider that.
me!
As soon as you run up to me, as I'm like getting ready to play the cello, I hit a string so fast and hard as I pull away in panic. Just straight up thunder wave your ass.
Oh, fuck yeah.
And he's gonna crit.
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah, you just hear it along the cello.
Oh, that is so... Everyone's woken up upstairs.
What in tarnation?
Oh god,
Like it
300
looks like
feet.
10 feet back.
Vexus just drops every book he had and just like jumps a good like
I
3
kind of
feet
turn
in the
around
air.
to those two. I'm like,
As I'm like
you might have
trying
been
to
right.
pick up my book, I kind of like stumble back as I'm like, what the heck?
Shut
Well then.
We can assume these are at least supposed to be 5 feet apart. That way you're not just whacking each other. So
Yeah, as Jamal's launched across the
10
sand
feet.
pit.
Yeah, I look back to these. I'm like, you may have been right.
Oh, can I kung fu get up? Can I do like the kick up?
Oh, from back to
Acrobatics.
feet.
Ah!
I just flail
Yeah,
like
no,
a
you tried to
savage.
do... You tried to do, like, the kung fu get-up, but you slip in the sand. Get the fuck out of the room, I'm playing Minecraft.
And then get up very slowly, like...
Shame.
You did it so badly. You did
Holy
it backwards.
moly!
I'm sorry, you startled me.
He grins very widely. That was amazing!
Yes.
Alright, those kobolds are in for a big surprise.
I suggest we leave before we wake up the rest of the guild.
What was
They
that?
aren't already.
Are you talking right now?
I just like,
Muh.
can you hear me?
Muh.
What?
I just give like a wave as like follow along, like come on.
Yeah,
As I
not
start to
quickly.
walk upstairs.
Okay. I assume you two head to the rest area.
Yeah.
Yes.
You two got beat the fuck out of each other.
He scared me.
Spooked him. Never spook a
Okay.
boy.
Lucy, Vexus, what are you doing?
I'm trying to look for the fiction books of the floating city.
Vexus would have
Okay.
seen Lucy come into, like, heard Lucy come into the library with their loud and rambunctious voice, right?
Very much so.
He'll go over to this table here, look
I need
over
to
at where
roll,
Lucy is.
investigation.
It's not really that hard. You do initially think you'd find it in the T section, as it's called the Floating City of Greed. But as you look around, it's in the F section.
I just make my way to the F section. As I have my bedtime story for the night. Look over.
It
and
is a
try to
big book.
read it. Oh, when I you know, I take
Isn't
this
it-
big book. I look
Isn't
over.
it rather late for you?
He tries to act surprised. Oh! Didn't see you walk in here.
A
Give me
deception
that.
check.
With an insight.
What are
Yeah,
you
insight.
doing? What are you doing out here? Someone as such as
There. Oh, there it
yourself?
is. Yeah. Don't give me that.
I'm trying.
You need to follow me everywhere. I'm not going to kill anyone.
No, precisely. Oh, wonder about just that. As he down and
He like rests his face in a like he like more or less hides his face, pulls his mask off, puts it to the side, and just presses his head into his arms. His hair covering most of his face.
think I'd meet one of you guys so soon. As you start starts trying to open the big book. He's trying to skim through it.
I just
Are
realized
you
it's
going
gonna
to
be a
actually
sand
read it or
crater.
just skim through it?
Skim through it as I go over and I look over and I'm like, you aren't planning on hurting anyone here, are you?
I actually don't I don't understand that.
You don't. Okay.
Not really.
Okay. Good to know.
Think of me as a soul who had suffered consequences and he like his head still pressed into the table, raises his arms and does like air quotes. Think of it like I'm paying restitution or whatever that word is.
Feel pity for you.
Don't please.
Watch as the elf man makes his way over to the table. I don't mean to put a halt on the conversation, but it's getting rather late.
You're right.
I mean, we're staying here tonight. So does this place close at all?
The library is open 24/7. However, he motions to Lucy, Some people need to sleep.
Fair enough. Yeah, and he gestures with one of his hands to go ahead. I'll
We
probably
had
be
this
here in
talk.
the morning.
Oh, okay. See you around. As he goes back to his room and he gets to his bed and has his jams on. He's gonna read the book.
He'll slide his mask
Yeah.
back on and he'll
Actually,
go and
read it.
grab a book to read throughout the night.
Okay.
Just in case, throughout the night he'll cast Mage Armor on himself. Just in case.
Be a little weary of what
Okay.
company you have.
Well, just because more out of habit.
He looks over. Is it like? Is there like a wall in between, or is it just like a staircase?
We're
see
carrying
them
each other
coming up.
upstairs.
Yeah.
It is still. Mwah.
You guys, okay? I heard a loud thump.
Yes, no, that was fine.
Yes,
Did you
he
guys-
thump.
Hit each other too hard?
Well, we're alive, aren't we?
That's what a good
Yeah?
night's rest is for.
I have bandages. You want some? He looks like a little. He feels like he needs to help in the situation, but he knows that you can just get some sleep and you'll be fine.
Thank you for the offer, but we're about to head to rest.
Aha! Please, kill yourselves.
Oof.
Some people.
Goddamn child.
Some people.
Okay.
She walks up and he's gonna.
Like he just started to walk back up to the
You just went
library.
back upstairs.
Oh, don't mind
Stairs
me.
and down to the
Don't.
apartment. Quick, which bend do we wish to claim? Quick, first before they get there.
Or dip south.
South. Goddamn bastard. Just like all three of
Leave
us
the man
bust
on
through
one
the
hit
door.
points.
No, well, I'm
hanging as he just-
okay. I just can't move him at the same time as me.
Yeah, we all just bust through the
I
door at the same
look
time.
over, I open the door.
Thank you, little man.
As you
Just.
as you enter,
Is
you
Lucy
see
gonna take? Is Lucy gonna take this then?
as you enter, you see a row of 9 beds across the wall, windows scattered here and there, and over to the right you see a door.
Well, look at you. We immediately,
Sure.
like 3-legged race, walk up.
Did it.
To the door?
Yeah, to the north door.
I stick it out and I'm just gonna follow them. What are they up to,
We're
man?
mischievously, like the picture I posted in the chat, man. That's us, man. It's us.
Man, I'm gonna stop right in front of the door and look at you. I'm like, you do it. You go first.
I'm going to listen.
Okay. It's not that hard to hear the banging of a hammer against metal.
Just kicks the door open.
A smith.
I see.
What are you guys doing? People are trying to sleep.
Well, no one's shouting.
That's why shoosh. You gotta remember, we've had a cup, a drink, of whatever as well at the bar. It's grand old time.
Did you find a big enough book there? You point towards the
He
huge book.
smiles with the huge book. Yeah, it's full of fairy tales and that's, own business.
Are you going to use it to crush the heads of the bandits?
Yeah.
I'm just gonna redeem them. Maybe tell them a few tales. Maybe he puts his ear to the door.
You also hear the banging of metal. How you didn't hear it until you made it to the door is a wonder that you're not sure of.
Can I push him
Yeah,
in?
he's a little deaf.
I want to push him in.
Slightly. Can I?
push him
Can I
in.
slightly put it?
Yes.
Can I slightly push
Push
the
him
door?
Slightly open it and then just flies
Sacrifice
open as
the
you're pushed
child.
in.
Shove him in.
Okay, as you push them through the door,
There's a giant! Holy crap!
Oh,
you see not a
he was
giant,
dead.
but a 8 to 9 foot tall half giant,
Ooh.
full beard,
Oh. My
working at a forge.
Oh, my tiny heart. Oh.
I shut the door behind them and run.
Lucy, you also see this giant, what looks like 13-foot bed just in the corner.
Oh,
Hide under
so
it.
much space.
I look up.
I
I
feel
look at
back
the
up.
door. Come on, guys.
Run!
You watch as the giant figure who was crouching over this. You can see it a bit better from when you were being shoved in. Looks like pure magma.
Oh.
Pure magma.
And you watch as the figure turns his head towards you. He starts
People
lumbering
are-
his way over.
Very rude. Oh, kind of like keeps his distance, you know.
We need to say hi to him
This-
tomorrow morning. But
This
tomorrow.
is, you know, this is
You want to
stuff
see
he's heard of in
approaches to you.
fairy tales.
You watch as he
Especially
approaches
back in
you
Beanstalk.
and very gently pats your head.
You could crush it if you wanted to.
Please hurry, please hurry. As he whispers under his breath.
With every pat, he could just put a little force and crush you. Just as you go.
Gumba.
Hello there.
Eat some
Hello
sweet
there,
boy,
little
please.
one.
Please don't eat me. Wait. Oh, you're okay, you're nice. Hello.
Hello
Hi.
there, little one.
Oh, how are you? Sorry for look back, barging in. So rude of me.
It is all right.
Ah,
I'll say though, it was quite rude of those other two to just shove you in and leave.
He doesn't know. He doesn't know. He didn't see
can't
shit.
see
He was
nothing.
smithing. He didn't see shit. Look, man.
So
He saw
nothing.
nothing. He's not the god of omnipotence and looking.
To whom do I owe this pleasure?
I'm Lucy Feathermere. As he puts out his hand, like, yeah, they're drunk.
Nice to meet you, Lucy. Lucy, I am Belzar.
Belly flop.
It's next one. What are you doing? As he looks
just-
over at the magma.
Magma.
Just making some weapons.
We're here?
What I do. Yes. And as he looks around the room, you realize that it looks very soundproof.
He's got that
As
gaming
he
foam on the
looks
walls.
around-
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
As he looks around.
Does he stack them all
Scurries
vertical or
under the bed.
horizontal, or does he have them alternating?
Oh, this is some very nice work. As I'm gonna. Do I look for any like weapons? Can I look for any weapons he's made? See, like the
You can
You
actual
can see they're all
quality.
like right here.
Yeah, like giant rack of them right here.
I go over and I want to see the quality.
Looking at them, they look to be made of like refined steel in gameplay terms, each of these looks like a mastercraft weapon.
Dang.
That's
I mean, he's a
+1
guildsmith, I guess.
like a non-magical +1.
This is amazing! He like his eyes are so wide and he's so like memorized by it. He's like, wow, you could make something like this? That's talent.
Plenty of years to do it.
Why didn't he have
Plenty
a
of
collar
years.
on? Again, the image, I just zoomed in. He's got a collar almost.
I'll say, do you take requests possibly? Like, I could pay you to.
I do. However, you'd have to supply me with the money and materials.
It's a shock collar.
I look over at my shovel. As dear as I love this, I was hoping if I could possibly down the road, possibly revamp my shovel.
Depends on how you want to revamp it.
Slightly sharper as he looks over at the end. Yeah. Slightly sharper on the bit.
If it's sharpness you're looking for, well, just a couple hours and some. Kind of gives your shovel a look over. Say some reinforced steel. No doubt I could make it a lot sharper. That's for another time. You must be one of the new recruits Leonardo was going on about.
I am. I am. One of the many. Oh, is it 7, 6, 5? I came in
9.
9, 8.
When did you get there?
he walked downstairs and he walked.
On the giant, I scrolled
Counts
back
his
down
fingers.
and see you like just staring at it.
He's just sitting there watching you guys.
Hi!
But it's getting rather late. Maybe you should head over to bed now.
I wonder if someone such as you yourself might have some tales to tell, but yeah, that seems about right. Probably been working
You'll get to
all
hear
day.
the tales of. You'll get to hear the tales of a lot of people here once you join. And you watch as he. You watch as he sort of belly flops into this massive bed.
Yes, another belly
Well?
flopper.
And that's a promise! Goes to the door and opens it, closes it slightly, and he looks for the 2 rapscallions that did this to him.
Vexus is just
Where are
sitting cross-legged, like
Where are
at
they?
the foot of between their beds.
Why?
Is what's her name still awake?
That's a good
Kalani?
question, is she?
No. No.
She's asleep.
Through the thunder wave?
I just don't want to turn all the tokens.
Well, you definitely like jump down and like the arm resting on head pose on your side, gonna talk to her, but she's asleep. So he just kind of sits back up and
Has
turns
to
back
roll
towards the
over.
bard. And then sees the dude just sitting there, just like.
He's just sitting cross-legged, just watching you guys with his hands in his lap.
I look up. First of all, very peeved at both of you.
It was him. Point at the undead.
Wait, what? What did I
I look over. Oh, I've been keeping good watch. Hasn't done anything.
He literally
Look over
ran
back
right
at
up
them.
to you as you were looking at the door and just pushed you in. He ran away, but we chased him and put him on the ground like this.
Yes. Can I roll a deception?
Check.
Yes, is it
It'd be a
advantage?
very obvious deception check with disadvantage.
Oh,
And
Come on. it's two of us.
I am going to
Roll
help
insight.
Lucy. I am going to help Lucy because I'm proficient in
well,
insight.
he's proficient in
you.
deception. I should get proficiency in deception. Actually, we should get
Will I
advantage
have
at it.
advantage?
Because we're
or
both
normal?
lying.
In that case, it would cancel out your,
Oh, come on.
your
Come
deception check.
We're good liars. Get out of
Am I
here.
rolling with advantage or what? Or no?
And yes, you
I'm
would
a
have.
charlatan, come on.
You don't even need to roll insight.
Come on, this is a crafty lie.
Come on, Remiel.
Yes! No, that's the inside check. Fuck.
Wait, what? I thought he was. Who's rolling? What?
You!
I'm
No,
rolling. Am I doing? Okay, look, I'm not that bad of a liar.
You're doing deception. You're the one who said the thing, so you do the deception.
I should totally have advantage. This is bogus.
I mean,
the reason
either
it's a
way.
normal roll is because he gave you advantage while you had disadvantage.
What a disadvantage!
Because we're
It's a
drunk.
terrible lie.
How?
They followed us up.
Because
the
what
door.
happened was Lucy
For one.
jumped in front of you guys in front of the door.
She doesn't know
And
how.
then you pushed
Lucy
her
doesn't
in.
know how sneaky the undead is.
I mean, he's just
For
sitting there
one,
looking at
Vexus
us.
doesn't run.
Hey, we don't know that.
You know.
We just never seen
Look
it.
at both. I look at
just
three
made
of them.
I don't run.
Are you gonna
I
believe
thought you
him?
were my
He's
father.
dead. He's dead.
You know, I come up to you, I hug you, I think you're my father. Make me cry.
Shh,
Can I
Lucy,
throw a
And-
pillow at them?
people are sleeping. Okay, you're gonna wake them up.
Can I
He'll
throw
slowly
a pillow?
start to like mope away.
You, sir, have disappointed me as he utterly.
You. I want to throw the
wants
pillow at Vex as he's running away.
Are you really gonna bully him?
Vex
See that,
cannot.
like-
Vex cannot run, or otherwise his legs
Yeah.
will snap.
Can I frisbee a pillow
I
at
try
Lucy?
to
I want to
take
frisbee a
the
pillow at
pillow
Lucy.
and- I try to take
Dex
the pillow.
check.
That
Frisbee!
video of the dude, like it just snipes
What
the
is
kid
it
as the kid
rolling
goes to run
against?
away.
Is it rolling against?
Is it Dex to throw a
Dex?
pillow at? At him?
Yes.
Yes!
Vexus isn't even
That
picking up
was a
his feet.
save!
He's just dragging
I
his
think your
feet along
dex
the
is the
ground.
same regardless.
Oh,
He's not
Lord.
even gonna try and avoid this.
Take out my
So
shovel.
Vex,
I
you get
just.
nailed in. You get nailed in the back of the head with a pillow. Lucy, you did not have advantage on that, so that was a nat 1.
Oh,
As Lucy, you're like mouthing off to Remiel as the pillow gets flown straight into your mouth.
I get in a kung fu stance on the end of my bed.
You gag on it a little.
I look at the pillow as I throw it back.
Roll me a
Swallow
dexterity.
is she awake yet?
It lands like
Would you
be
5
the
feet in
honest?
front of you.
A way to see if you throw me back my pillow.
Oh, are you gonna ask him if he's gonna throw it back at you?
Yeah, I said, would you do me the honest? See that fucking Lucy threw it back to Remy. I asked you the same.
He looks back to you. This whole. You
That's
can
not
probably
fair. You guys
assume.
are older. He crosses his arms.
You can probably assume that if he could produce tears, he'd be crying right now. He, based on his expression, he picks up the pillow with both hands, looks at it, and just like tosses it over his head. He brings it up over his head and tosses it at you.
Nice.
Roll me a strength, because you're throwing it like that.
Also, I say to Lucy, he's over 30
That's about right.
years old.
Lands right here.
Count in my eyes.
I'm 51, actually.
Told you!
Still doesn't count.
I
Much as Morius over here starts making his way towards you.
I poke my
Me?
tongue out at Lucy as I sit on the edge of my bed.
Get up and get my pillow.
the pillow
I'm
just
gonna
lands like
throw-
right over here.
Thank you anyway.
I'm gonna.
As I head back real quick, like as I see the tiefling approaches. Nope, 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 nope.
Can you guys
they-
quiet down?
They're already asleep. He's just turning around and pointing at them with like a very slight, almost forced grin.
He looks over. He's like,
Deception check.
Okay.
Disadvantage because he
Yeah.
saw you guys throwing
Yeah.
pillows.
This one's asleep too, and
This one's asleep too, pointing to the person standing straight up.
can I give him a help action? Like, what can I do?
it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It's a
That
zero right
that
away.
would still make it a 0.
Oh my god.
He just rolls his eyes and storms back to the bed.
I look
not a
over
good
at
liar.
Vexus. You okay? You're fragile and all, but a pillow for your face isn't the most exact
Like-
good thing, you know. Assholes,
He-
don't mind them.
He like droops his head in shame. I can't. Fragile.
I'm on the shoulder. Well, I consider you fragile. As he walks over and he's gonna open up his book. Look over at the two idiots that fucking throw pillows at him, and he's gonna
What?
on his PJs.
Look over at the two idiots that will throw pillows at him.
Gonna try to read the book actually this time.
Okay.
Listen. And
As you look over, I give you come and get some motion. Like,
Yeah,
bring
come
it
on,
on.
Pipsqueak.
I like mouthwards
It's all
me and
fun
I,
and games.
I punch the air. Like,
I'm not egging them on, but I fucking laugh. at
It's
them.
all fun and games until the cleric uses inflict wounds.
yeah. I can tell he's
just
mostly joking and like not actually angrily trying to get you to come over and punch him. But
you
This is
looks
teasing
over as his face is just the most childish pout in the world. Like if he had siblings, if he only had siblings, this would make it worse for him. Anyway,
He just
He's
sits
gonna-
in front of the doors and just turns to look at the two of them again, just watching them.
You're not coming to sleep. Why are you staring?
I read the book.
He points to what's your name? Remiel. Yeah.
I wave.
He called me a friend earlier, so
Times he lies. I look over at him.
At this point, Truffles ends up just laying his head back on the pillow and almost instantly blacking out.
Sure, I'm like, I'm not lying. If you were my enemy, I wouldn't throw a pillow at you.
Squint. Unlikely
It would be my
story.
fist.
As he goes back,
I
he goes
pull out
back
like
to
the many darts, like a dart belt out of my shirt. Like I would throw these. What are you?
you won't be the first.
But no, you do look scary. You know that, right?
I know. This, and he gestures to his face, is a lot scarier than this, and he gestures to the mask.
Yeah, but it doesn't help.
See, you're more frightening either way. You can't have a halfway point.
How about in the morning we go like get him a smiley mask or something?
Wait. Anybody have parchment? I look over.
I crawl over, go to this bed. No,
I-
but
Anyone have
Very
parchment?
busted.
I have no idea.
I do.
See, he
I
does.
do.
Okay, you have parchment. Let me see.
He starts rustling through his cloak. And, does an explorer's pack? No, I don't.
Explorer's pack? No. Grenade? No.
Giant head of a
You know,
demon? No.
now would be a good time to actually have the Scholar's Pack, because that does happen.
Yeah.
Look up.
I mean, I've got some, but I said
Never
I passed out,
mind.
so have fun.
He'll take his spellbook, he'll open it, he'll just start flipping through them, pull out rip out a empty page and hand it to him.
Look over. You have
Well, that's
inkwell? Yeah, you have an inkwell that I can use.
No.
No, I didn't pick the Scholar's pack.
I look over. You guys have anything to write with?
I'm sleepy. If you wake me up, I can give you something.
Yeah, Remy was he's a musician. I'm sure he writes some music. Just look through his bag.
Oh, don't do that.
That.
Oh no.
Better than that. He looks over as he goes over and he just puts it on his face, the paper. There we go.
So you don't even
Perfect.
attempt to
As
wake me
all
up?
things
No.
should be.
It just sticks it on his horn.
Yeah, just stick it on his horn.
Paper bag, the boy with
Morning, we
the
could draw a smiley on it.
Okay.
Pat him on the shoulder as I cheerfully walk to my bed. Problem fixed.
Ew.
What's the book about, DM?
Oh, I'll send it to you later. But I think this is
Okay.
perfect place to end the session as you all head to bed.
Oh,
Except for Vexus.
Except for Vexus.
Yeah.
Weirdo.
He's undead. He doesn't need to sleep.
Just parchment on his face.
Yeah, hold on.
You just like sit in the
No.
couch.
No, I was doing that. No.
The fuck card
There we go.
There we go.
doesn't even work. This place has.
Yay. Anyone who walks in is just gonna see Vexus just sitting on the couch staring at them. With the
Let
piece
it be
of paper
known the
covering
horn
half
is
his
still
face.
peeking through.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cheeky, would you
That's
mind
hilarious.
doing like an alternative token if he if at any point he doesn't have his mask on?
No problem.
No, it's just the normal thing.
Man,
It's just
crackers,
paper on
man.
the horn.
That's a perfect place to end session.
It is.
Yeah, I gotta get ready
was,
for work.
That was
soon.
great. I know what you're talking about.
Let's
Yeah,
see.
I want to say hi to the giant.
As you all-
Well, half giant. I should say.
As you all get ready for bed, preparing yourselves for the eventual job in the morning.
He just sleeps with the book on his face.
Am I good to fix my health up and all that now? Or is
Yeah,
there something in the
You
middle
guys
of
are
that that's
getting a
gonna
long
come-
rest.
Nice. And me puts cello down, gets the shit beat out of me. Hold up, I need to grab my cello.
I thought we would have gotten to the first jobs by this point, but nah.
Why
Man, this
didn't
is
we?
fine. Because we ducked around, it was fun.
Eh,
Oh no, like I have no objection to what happened. That was a blast, but like I'm just wondering why, like what happened, why we
Because
didn't.
instead of leaving once we got paid for the, thing and that, the two of them decided to go up on stage and dance some
Yeah, I
more.
mean, like, we could have just, like, heard it was tomorrow, gone to bed, but we, like, went to the bar, went to the library, went downstairs and beat each other up.
yeah.
Fair enough.
Fulfilling.
Got pushed in, got pillows thrown.
I don't know, that was like a mysterious force, like, there was an anomaly right there in front of us, I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Unlikely
It
story.
was just cheeky.
What is your AC, Cheeky?
Hi. It's 17.
I have 13.
One day he's just gonna he's gonna use the Pokemon move tackle on him.
Bring it on, little kid. You're like my pre-evolution.
Lucy pre-evolution of
Shit
Remiel.
out of Raichu though. Be
Oh,
careful,
Pikachu's always better.
Oh yeah,
what
what's
do
up,
you mean?
Raichu? What's up, Raichu?
Raichu is Lucy's father.
Pikachu's...
Yeah.
When you guys
he
finally
will
find
never
him.
meet.
Yeah.
She will never meet, man.
It is
People-
secretly Remiel, and Remiel just doesn't know it.
I mean, it very well could be.
What are you doing over there, Cheeky?
What are you up to? He
Smothering
has
a
the
kid in
book
the
on
street.
his face.
Isn't Remiel like 18 though?
Yeah, well, you never know.
Yeah, but Remiel's also an elf.
No, he's an 18-year-old elf. He's a child.
Yeah.
Over here, you
He's
got
the
half
equivalent of a
bard, 20 years
3-year-old in
old.
elf years. If even.
I mean, up until
My
18,
mother's
I'm pretty sure
30.
their age.
Mother's 30 right now.
They're the same, like, physical age, but, like, in terms of elven mentality, they consider
is
them very
Also
childish.
weird.
Yeah.
I know, it's very
It is
weird.
Young.
Like, they're basically a human in every way, but other elves are like, dude, you're like 1. Like, what? You've lived, like, literally 0.01% of my
Mate,
lifetime.
2 decades, you're like 2 years old, come on.
Lucas, why he doesn't just wear a different mask is because this is the mask that he was given when he joined the cult. And he hasn't thought to buy a different one.
I still love the
The
fact it's when he
note-switching.
joined the cult.
Barbarian cast turn undead into dust.
I need to go talk to that giant later on.
Oh yeah, I need to get a better sword, man. I need to get a fucking upgrade.
Discord, let
I
me
don't need
change.
to
Huh?
sort of talk
You
to
weren't the
him.
one
I
getting
just started
pushed
running
in.
behind him.
How
Look.
dare you?
Someone had to make sure it was safe, okay?
You
And I'm
got
glad you were
control.
brave enough to step up to the situation.
You just
What
wanted
was
to
that
listen.
lie?
Just wanted to listen.
Lucas, before you were calling me edgy, and then you come in with this.
I mean, they've been that edgy yet. They've just been there.
They're just gloom and
Yeah, they glue.
follow. It's like a fart that clings to the air.
Anyone watching this, even though everyone says they're working for the Guild Magnus, the title up there is correct. It's still the Guilds of Magnil. Magnil's the world, okay? Shut up.
People.
Unless you changed the name of the world and, like, you didn't tell me, so I'm wrong.
The name of the world is.
I forgot we were streaming.
I'm not streaming, I'm just recording.
I'm not streaming either.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's just record.
Alright, that's been 4
Oh,
tries.
the
to
boys.
push the talk. Let's try for a 5th.
Lucas!
it was perfect. I couldn't have had any better ending to that.
That was definitely a wonderful start to Vexus. It wasn't what I thought I'd make him. He suggested I make him like Draco Malfoy,
Intense.
but in the moment I completely forgot how Draco Malfoy acted.
Mr. Potter?
Oh yeah, he's very like stuck up and high and mighty,
Yeah,
right?
Very,
Snub
yeah.
nose.
He's like...
That one
cocky
Vexus,
British
that
kid.
one Vexus.
Opposite of Draco Malfoy.
Draco, what
Vexus
spell were you
originally
thinking I was gonna
was a
use?
lot like.
I was thinking of Tasha's hideous laughter.
Nice. You were correct.
I mean, that doesn't even hurt, that just makes me giggle.
Yeah, it doesn't.
Yeah.
It just knocks you prone. You legit can.
And then you Thunderwave him.
Oh yeah.
He
It
failed
pretty much
because he had disadvantage on
incapacitates
dex
you
save.
without damaging you.
Look, man, I have a lot of health, I'm not fragile.
Con save, not a dex
I just beat you up to an inch
Ow.
of your life, and you're like, I'm gonna make him laugh.
Now what we need to see, what we need to see is the Smalls versus the Tolls.
Let's go, nerds.
I am the
I'll,
tall.
I'll clonk your heads together. I'll do that thing.
Oh, we need to
Oh
beat the shit
god,
out of
that
some
will
soon.
that will
Anyway.
not feel good for Lucy.
Well,
It's
feel
almost
good for
2
either of
o'clock.
you.
I start work at 2:30 and I gotta
Oh,
walk down.
you gotta get out of here.
Yeah, you get out of here. You go to bed.
It's only like
No,
20 minutes.
not go to bed. Go to work.
Go to bed.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nap it off, man.
I will happily just sleep through, but I have work, so bye.
Yeah, go
I say
Goodbye.
bye, but I'm still just shutting down my laptop before I exit Discord, so it's just awkward sitting here for a moment.
It's 9 here, so that's why I said go to bed. Oh, there goes one of them.
I'm done for the night. A lot.
Yeah. Okay, thank you, Draco.
Yeah, see, Draco.
Almost had a pillow fight.
Yeah, I heard.
You did.
I mean, almost.
What
I
are you
mean-
talking about?
He went to throw it back, but it just landed in
Yeah.
front of him.
Yeah, I was gonna say like without the roll, but like that roll just made it even better.
Like, I was waiting for like the snipe shot that just like I sit up and say, "Would you
I
do
was
me the
waiting
honors?"
for
And he just
that
like snipe
feeling.
shot at me, laying me flat on the bed.
No, he is not strong. He has a -1 to strength, as you can see.